Hello, hello. Testing. Mic working correctly as it should, hopefully. Alright, bring it on over here. Hello, how's it going? My god, my hair looks kind of weird. I just got out of a shower, so obviously, you know, because of the water and stuff, my hair's like all pushed like that. That's my hair would probably, my parents say this all the time, that my hair would probably look so much better and less crazy, less anime crazy if I actually put some hair gel. But you know, now that we're living in virus land, nobody really leaves the house, right? Much less care for how they look, right? People just go to the grocery store, buy their stuff, and they come back home. But yeah, you know, post-shower, it doesn't look that bad. I kind of like it. But you just wait for it to dry off and like, it just poofs out like an afro or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, we're back playing some more Trolls from Zero. We're playing this again back to back because one, I do want to finish this game as soon as possible, and second, I felt like I was leaving a lot of you hanging, and by a lot of you, I just mean Hasio, the one guy that watches these. By just doing 1 hour, usually I do 2 hours. I did like 90 minutes last time, and so I felt like that was too short. I kind of just ended it in the middle of a quest, mostly because I was just tired and I was falling asleep. Here, I have the advantage of, you know, immediately coming out of a shower, so I'm pretty well awake. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna refresh the cache here because I'm gonna refresh the cache and I'm gonna pull up the chat as well. Then again, I'm clicking out of the window for the game, so the music gets cut off. Apologies for that. Alright. Just wait for this to load up real quick. I've been having a pretty good time right now with, you know, gaming-wise. Hopefully my brother's not watching this stream, and I don't think he is. He's playing Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and pretty soon I might be too, because you know, I have his account details and he has mine, and we like sharing games with each other and stuff. And so if he bought it digitally, then I can re-download it onto my Switch and I can play it. Kind of like how I played Sun and Moon. I can also play Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Unless I get banned from Nintendo. Banned by Nintendo. But, yeah. That game seems cool, and I've always liked Musou games and stuff, so that's, you know, that's gonna be exciting. But yeah, there's probably, you know, I don't think he ever watches his streams, but if you know, if there's any day where he's not gonna watch him, it definitely won't be today, because he's busy playing that. But on top of that, I'm also hoping that he doesn't watch it because I have this little thing right here in my hands. This is a Retroid Pocket 2. This little device that I've been hearing a lot of buzz about, and so I went ahead and I bought it like 2 months ago. In fact, I didn't just buy one, I bought 2 of these because I want to give one of these Retroid Pockets over to my brother for Christmas. And so I want it to be a surprise, and so I've been very sneaky about me playing with this thing. And I've been liking it. I've been liking it a lot. It definitely has 2 faces. One is the light side and the dark side. One side is the Retroid app that just, it comes with a bunch of games already included, and so it's really easy to just dive in there and download games and stuff and play it, and it's really easy. You don't have to think about it too hard. But there's a lot of downsides to it. The Retroid app itself is super like clunky and like really Chinese bootleggy. But then there's the dark side. And the dark side is that tinkery, like, Android OS. You have to, like, you know, all of the emulators in it suck, so you have to essentially delete them and replace them with other stuff that's better, including RetroArch and stuff. But it's been fun. I've always been that kind of guy that just loves messing around with this sort of stuff. Unless it gets too complicated, in which case I kind of, you know, procrastinate until like later. But, yeah, you know, I've been, you know, transferring all of my dumped ROMs and dumped ISOs over to this, to the SD card, the 32 gig SD card that the Retroid comes with. And, you know, I've downloaded, and because it's Android and you can, like, download the Google Play, you can use the Google Play Store on it. Then you can download a bunch of whatever emulators you want that are better. Pretty much any other emulator that you download for this thing is better. The only thing that I haven't been able to figure out is the Nintendo 64, you know, playing, because there's a default one that the Retroid comes with, which kind of runs stuff okay, but not perfect. And apparently there are better alternatives out there, but there's like special conditions that you have to meet and stuff like that. This is on Android 6, by the way. and you can upgrade to Android 8.1, but apparently it's like super buggy and like not really ready yet, so I've kind of been waiting. I was hoping that I could open up the second Retroid Pocket as well and like set it all up so that my brother doesn't have to like mess around with it as much as I am right now. But he likes messing around with these things too. Anyway, that's where I'm at. That's what I've been doing recently. I haven't played any like Switch or PS4 or PS3. The big thing that I was playing prior to the Retroid showing up was my PSP, because that's a modded PSP that has every single emulator in the world as well. So, you know, it's interesting because the Retroid also runs PSP games, pretty decently, I might add. But there's a bunch of games that don't run very well on the Retroid that I can just be like, okay, well, I'll just play them on my regular PSP then. And they work perfectly. It's usually the big, hardcore, like, 3D rendered stuff like Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII, God of War, Ratchet and Clank, just all of those big 3D ones. But if it's 2D, like Trails in the Sky 1, it works pretty much perfectly. When you pause, it slows down a little bit, but, you know, even stuff like Dragon Ball Shin Budokai works really well on it. You know, you're kind of throwing dice, you know, to see what works and what doesn't, but even then, there's like options and profiles and stuff that you can use to, like, you know, change it up, frame skipping or whatever, so that games can run a little better, so that they can run a little better. But, you know, because I have my PSP Go, it's like, if it doesn't run, it's not a problem. You know, I can just move that over to my regular PSP, and that's like a lot of memory that I'm saving on the Retroid that I can use to like add other shit, like Dreamcast games and stuff. But yeah, it's a really nice console. It's good if you like something that's flexible that you can mess around with a lot. And one of the things that I did is I downloaded Delta, which is an app that lets you, you know, run essentially Doom and Doom mods and stuff like that. Like all of the shit that I was showing on other streams with like Project Brutality and Brutal Doom and stuff. You could just play Doom, you know, just regular as Doom via like Z Doom or GZ Doom or LZ Doom or something. You just need the WADs, and you know, with the WADs, that's more than enough to just play the game, right? Very similar to how you play the regular, like, iPhone, you know, the official releases of Doom and stuff. But, I have that Delta thing so that I could put Project Brutality in there, and, you know, Doom 1, Doom 2, TNT. You could even have, like, Brutal Doom 64 on there and stuff, and even without the controller, you know, I bought it on, you know, Google Play, which means that I could have it on my Android phone as well, on top of the Retroid. And so with the Retroid, you have the buttons and the controllers and the sticks and everything, and it works really well. But I actually enjoyed playing it on my Google Pixel so much more, because you're just a lot more precise with the touch controls when you're aiming and stuff. And because I am so used to playing regular Doom on the official Bethesda release for phones, especially on iPhone, I really didn't find it wasn't that uncomfortable. It was actually pretty nice. Everything was laid out nicely and convenient. The buttons are really transparent, so they don't really get in the way all that much. You can still customize it just like in regular Brutal Doom and Project Brutality on PC and stuff. Obviously, there's no better way to play it than on PC, right? But when it comes to portable stuff, you just want to kill some time, and me being as addicted to Doom as I am, and the fact that all of the maps and the mods and stuff are like, they take up such a little memory, especially like the megawads and the maps and stuff. They're all like, you know, like a 32 level megawad that's about the size of like Doom 1 and Doom 2 put together. It's like fucking like 5 megabytes or something like that. So you and the app does a really good job of sort of, you know, helping you organize all of that stuff. Just like a folder for your maps, a folder for your mods and all that stuff. It's really great. It's really great. I like it. And ironically, I like it so much more on Android on my phone than I do on my Retroid. Because on Retroid, you can kind of see its age. You can kind of see it sort of slowing down if you have everything on max. But for what it's worth, you know, it's pretty good. But yeah, RetroArch is pretty good, and when you buy it, it comes with like an HDMI cable, so you can just plug it into to your TV and just play all of these games on your TV. And then it has Bluetooth, so you can like plug in. You can start plugging in your controllers, like this one, like the 8-bit Do one that I have. You can just connect this one. You can connect this to your Retroid via Bluetooth, and then you can just plug it into your television and then just play play with this wirelessly, you know? You can play even like the Doom stuff that I was talking about. You can play like with all these other emulators or whatever. And it's honestly, for $80 is pretty fucking awesome. It's not perfect, obviously. But it has a really nice build quality. It's weighty. I like it. It has like a very Nintendo-y kind of aesthetic. And so if you just want like a cool device where you can just emulate and play all of your old games without having necessarily resorting to, you know, if you don't like modding other consoles, like modding your PSP or hacking into your 3DS or, you know, your PlayStation Vita or something like that. I know I just saw a news article today where people were already like installing RetroArch on the Xbox Series S or something like that. They were saying, turns out the Xbox is really good at emulating things. So, yeah, who knows? People are already hacking that, right? But if you don't want to do any of that and you just want to buy a device that already does all of this shit for you, then I highly recommend it, mostly because it's really cheap. It's really cheap, and it has Android on it, so you can literally just download on the Google Play Store a ton of emulators. Some of them cost money, but most of them have like free versions that you can download just to feel it out. You know, for example, RetroArch runs Game Boy Advance games, but not perfectly. And so I was wondering, is there anything else that I can download that runs it better? And so I got like MGBA or something like that from the Play Store, and it immediately runs everything like a million times better. So like, all right, I can just get rid of all the GBA stuff on RetroArch and just play it on here. But it's the free version, so there's a bunch of stuff that it doesn't let me do, like super fast forwarding and safe stating too much and stuff like that. But it's only $5, and if I'm gonna use that Retroid, and on top of that, I have my Google Pixel. So, like, I can, you know, if I can use it on my Retroid, I can use it on my Pixel. So that's, like, double emulation stuff that I can do there, so, yeah. Anyway, I think I've waited long enough for people to show up to the stream, and it seems like there's nothing. So, it's gonna be another one of those, lonely streams, is it? Okay. I don't mind. I wanted to keep playing this game anyway, whether it's on my own or with an audience. Who cares? I still want to play this just for the pleasure of playing it. I am gonna bring down the volume though a little bit, because I did see the archive of the previous stream that I did, and the game was like way louder. And yeah, of course, nobody tells me anything because nobody shows up to these streams. But let's go ahead and put our headphones on. Let's press button. And let's dive into the world of The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero with a brand new intro screen, by the way. Usually it's just like the orbments hanging out on the table, or like the railroad tracks, or the entertainment district. That's all that we've seen so far. But now that we know Yona, now that we've been to like the big mainframe over with the IBC and all that stuff, now it looks really like hackery, the Orbal Net or whatever they call it. Okay, Chapter 3, Festival. Let's go. You see, now I feel like the game is a little too low. I'm very undecisive when it comes to audio. This is why you need a mixer. This is why you need two things. One, a mixer, and B, a second person that is also, you know, listening in on the stream. That they can just adjust the sound to whatever, you know, to whatever it is that they need. So that, you know, the audio is good. All right. Put up. No promises on this stream being 2 hours either. This one might also be like a 1 hour, 90-minute one, especially if no one's here. That doesn't necessarily inspire me to keep going for too long. But then again, I've had a lot of desires to kind of just go a little longer with my streams, because if I go longer, I can beat these games faster as well. Photograph the view from the cliff near the cathedral grave. Okay. Oh yeah, Hasio would tell me all the locations. Went to CNS. The client wanted to speak to us directly. She wanted as many photos as possible of scenic views during the festival. We should take at least 5. Borrowed an Orbal camera. When we find a nice spot, I'll have Ellie take a picture. Okay. I guess we just bump into these locations. Well, anyway, hopefully Hasio can show up eventually. If not on YouTube, then on Twitch, to just give me the locations. And if not, I'll just hope that I that I can, you know, come across all of these locations. Just as I go through all of these quests. The 2nd Division eagerly requests the help of the Triple S. Discuss the details in person. Meet us in the police HQ in the conference room. And then mine cleanup, troop leader Avon. Okay, well, I'll go and, you know, inquire about that now that I'm really close to that area. I was about to say, well, we should probably do the extermination quest and the mining quest first because those are just further away. And then when we come back to report it, we can just do the stuff over at City Hall. But City Hall is like right fucking here, right? So why wait? Let's just do it. Talking to older people running in place, kind of cliche. Isn't that place for rich kids? Don't worry about it. Let's go. Haunted house. By the way, I don't know if there was ever like a new fix or a patch or a newer version of this English version of Trails from Zero, but I really hope there is because, you know, the version that came out at launch is the version that I still have now. And there's this strange thing where, like, when I'm in a battle, the mouse just defaults to being in the center or, like, over here on the edge. And so when I'm having a battle, the selection goes all the way to the far left, and I have to, like, actually move the mouse out of the way for stuff to actually, you know, work properly with the controller. And then another thing is that the window, for, like, a split second, it will, like, flash white. It will, like, the window will react as if I was, like, minimizing it or Xing out of it. And that always fucking scares me that it'll, like, freeze or crash. It never does. But you know how it is. Just really small, tiny things where you feel like the whole thing is gonna crash and burn and break. But it never quite does. You know, which isn't that big of a problem, but it just leaves you paranoid for the whole run, you know? There's a symposium being held at City Hall. The average person going to be interested in it. Scholars from Coast Content will be in attendance. Mr. Grimwood, participating. Comic book is really coming along. Alright, but not quite enough. So work yesterday. Played an active role alongside the bracers in dealing with the delinquents. Not sure I call it an active role. We have shirked our duties as police officers a little too much. We're kind of just playing around. It all worked out in the end, so what's the harm? Yeah. I'm pretty sore from all that running around. Serves you right. Come on now. Seriously though, good job, guys. So the conference room, right? What's up? Good to see you, Inspector Donovan. We're here to ask about that. I was not sniffling. I was not sniffling at all the entire day, and now that I'm streaming, for some fucking magical reason, my nose got really itchy. Now I'm like every 2 seconds, and it's really fucking annoying. It's almost like God himself is like watching me and is like, oh, well, time to fuck up your stream. Woo, magic, because that's how God works, right? Now I'm sniffling up the place. We're here to ask about that support request you submitted. Are you free right now? Yeah, you should be. I can find the time, I suppose, even though he's the one that made the request. Thanks for coming. Really appreciate it. What does the request entail? It's quite urgent, you can say that. Take a seat. Roger. Something's telling me that we've got some legit police work ahead of us. Yeah, it should be exciting or very tiring, who knows. Now then, about the reason we called you in today. We have this jar of hot sauce that we want to open, and it's just too tough. You know, you can try opening it, but I'll let you know that I was the one that loosened it up for you. Well, we want the special support section to help us expose a counterfeit dealer who should be on their way to Crossbell as we speak. The counterfeit dealer, could you explain more? They're illegal traders that pawn off seemingly genuine accessories and ornaments using the logos of famous brands. In other words, they deal in fakes, so essentially Chinatown in New York City. It qualifies as a minor criminal offense under Crossbell state law. She really had all that memorized. It really doesn't seem that difficult to learn. People are selling fake shit. Naturally, that'd be against the law. But hey, there's a lot of crazy shit here in Crossbell that's technically not illegal, so hey. Yeah, that's a general idea. Every year, loads of counterfeit Christmas presents try their hand in Crossbell, posing as tourists. High-class watches from the Verne Company, vintage Strega products, not to mention a boatload of Septium trinkets. Unsuspecting customers who has earned these crooks a whole lot of mirror. Yeah, taking advantage of just people that don't know better. Like people that travel to New York City. You know, they're like, oh wow, look at the house, look at that. You get a Gucci bag for like $15. Making some cash by deceiving innocents. Which is messed up, man. Let me get this straight. You want us to help you take these guys down? Exactly. We should really be handling this ourselves, but there's just too many of these reports to deal with every year. If we leave them unchecked for too long, it's gonna hurt manufacturers and retailers trying to make a living. Yeah, all them mom and pop shops, plus the big companies. We'll need to crack down on these guys if they want to restore people's faith in the CPD. And with you there, I understand the situation. If you truly think the Triple S is suited for the job, then allow us to help you. Excellent, I'm in your debt. What would you like for us to do? Here's the deal. They got 3 points of entry: Crossbell Station, the airport, and Changram Gate. Alright. We'll take care of the station and the airport, and you guys be on the lookout at the border. Okay. The 2nd Division is short-staffed. Don't we already have, like, another mission over at the border? We can't afford to send people all the way out there. I'm pretty sure you guys are well acquainted with Deputy Commander Bales, right? You're best suited to cooperate with her if you need to come up with any countermeasures against them. It's as you say, I wouldn't be surprised if she was more willing to cooperate with us than the other CPD officers. Aw, hell nah! I'm totally cool with finishing the job without having to see her. Why? She's nice. When we do things right. Come on, looks like we got everything in order. Is it like the class clown, or like the, you know, the womanizer of the class having to, you know, do something with the principal? Is like, ah, no, you know, I'm the troublemaker of the school. I don't want to be with her. We'll start by covering the airport and station. You guys rendezvous over at Tangram Gate and contact the Guardian Force. Alright. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Alright, we got these guys to do our job for us. Let's go buy some donuts. Yeah, I'm with you there. I can't wait to see your big green beard. You get all splotched up with white, you know, donut glaze. You guys want to head to Tangram Gate now? We should explain the situation to Deputy Commander Bales and request for cooperation. Okay. I got an encoding overload, and everything froze. My computer froze. It said Charles from Zero not responding, and my OBS also froze. That's weird. Alright, but we didn't skip anything, thank God. Exposing the counterfeit dealers started. Alright. My computer stability is getting increasingly more scary by the day. It tends to like freeze and lock up for no reason whatsoever. I do leave the computer on for a long time though, and after a while it does behave kind of strange. My Mac does that too, or like for no reason it'll just like lock up and just do weird things and not really work in the way that it should. But hey, I've had my computer turned on. Yeah, I mean, it goes into sleep mode and stuff, but not the same as just like shutting it down, right? And giving it some time to rest. I know my brother, whenever he buys a computer, he pretty much like never turns it off ever, unless he like has to physically move the computer somewhere else. In which case he unplugs it, you know, because he has to. But other than that, the moment he pulls it out of the box and turns it on, that's it. It stays on until it can no longer work. It stays on forever. Like in that freaking, what's that movie? What's that freaking movie? Oh, The Sandlot, where the kid is like, forever. That guy. Anyway, Tangram Gate is in the east, is not south. The Polygamers, hello. We got 4 viewers in here. Hey, how's it going? I didn't even check YouTube to see what setup I have, like what thumbnail or title I have. At all. I did not check shit. I should have probably checked it. Let me get my phone. Because, like, what did it default to? This is what I don't like about the new YouTube streaming layout, is that everything has to be, like, so fucking coldly calculated. No, there we go. It's Best Boy Randy, Trails from Zero Chapter 3. Alright, cool. So it's not me making any mistake on my end, it's just that people don't care. I see. 5 viewers. Hello. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry too much about the viewer count. I do care about just playing the game and having fun with it. How's it going? Things are going fine. It's going. I'm happy that I got my Retroid. I'm happy that I actually got a deck of cards, a very certain deck of cards. It's from a Kickstarter thing. While I was working on the Game Tree Kickstarter, for us to make some money, to make some, you know, get some people to do some contributions for our thing, I ended up, you know, searching for a lot of other projects, and I bumped into this one deck of cards that I thought looked really cool, so I backed one of the Kickstarters, and that was like last year. That was like freaking September last year, and I just barely got them the other day. Just barely got them the other day along with my Retroid. So I got double gifted. But yeah, I've been having fun with those, you know, playing around with all those devices. That and my Oculus Quest that I bought for myself as well. A lot of devices, a lot of physical possessions, a lot of technology that I've been buying recently that still doesn't fill the emptiness in my heart, bro. If only I could share it with a cool gamer girlfriend. Nah, I'm kidding. But, yeah, it's just a lot. There's a lot of useless tech that I've been buying. I should at least make videos with it or something. But I just haven't. Getting ready for Thanksgiving? When is that happening? That's soon, isn't it? That's really soon. I'll be honest, because we've been in lockdown. We've been in lockdown, and I haven't seen my family in a while, and I've just been focusing on working and all that shit. I just haven't really. I've sort of lost. I've lost track of time. Pretty hardcore. I kind of forget when, like, holidays happen and stuff. That's tomorrow? Fuck, then I really am losing my grip on reality then. I really have been losing it. Flammy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that name that you were given. Let's see, Detective, Chapter 3. Exposing, okay, Donovan. Go to Tangram Gate, that's where I am. Deputy Commander Bales' cooperation. Alright, but where is Deputy Commander Bales? She's right here. Excuses, ma'am. Oh, her and Noelle. Cool. Waifu time. Double waifu time if you guys like that kind of girl in Bales. Good afternoon, Deputy Commander, Sergeant Major. Nice to see ya. Or Sergeant Major Seeker. There we go. Hello, you four. Given you came to see me directly, I assume that something's happened. Yes. There's something we'd like to discuss with you if you don't mind. What are those? No? Stay... Point at her shoes. What are those? Damn, apparently Thanksgiving is coming tomorrow and I have no idea. I had no idea. That's how, like, out of the loop I am. Lloyd explained that they came from Tangram Gate in order to figure out how to crack down on counterfeit dealers crossing the border. I think I understand your predicament. You can count on the cooperation. Cool, thank you. Hold up. That's that? Ain't the border gates crazy busy during the festival? No need to worry about that, Randy. As I'm sure you know, the CGF primarily focuses on border security here at the gates. Sure, we may be swamped like Shrek, but I think we're obligated to help out. Well put, Seeker. The Triple S shouldn't have to worry about our workload. That being said, we are currently short on hand, so we can't do much. I know it's sudden, but do you think we'll have an opportunity to interview the incoming passengers from the Republic? According to the police intel, the counterfeit dealer will be arriving at Tangram Gate around noon today. How do they know that this guy's coming? Noon, huh? Now that you mention it, I believe there is a bus scheduled to arrive relatively soon. If your intel truly is accurate, from your cop friends, your dealer should be on board. Okay, so we're gonna catch this guy red-handed with counterfeit Game Boys. There's a bit of a delay before the bus heading to the city shows up. Usually, passengers waiting for the connection go to the mess hall to rest or have a quick meal. Sounds like we've got ourselves a plan then. Bales, Commander Bales. Man, I do love her design. Yeah, you're just seeing her face. You haven't seen the rest of her. The sergeant major will escort all the passengers into the mess hall. We'll stroll in, not cousin any ruckus, and try to find our counterfeit dealer. We gotta find the guy coming up, you know, selling counterfeit Chinese bootleg emulator machines. I know that a lot of you guys just barely showed up to the stream, so I just wanted to show off my Retroid Pocket 2 that I ordered like 2 months ago that I just barely got today. Well, yesterday, actually. It's really cool. You can emulate, like, literally everything. It runs Android and stuff, so you can just download or whatever. So I've been playing, like, NES, Super NES, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, PSP, PS1. I was surprised that RetroArch actually runs PS1 games just fine. And there's, like, a whole bunch of other emulators that are like, yeah, you can run PS1, and it doesn't work for shit. But RetroArch just casually fucking runs PS1 games. I only have 2 that I've dumped, but I can dump more. Like Breath of Fire 3, Tekken, and all that stuff. But yeah, I just want to show it off as nice and yellow and cool. So there we go. We're gonna catch these guys on the bus selling fake versions of these things. You know, selling pow kitties to the children. If you ever want to show off your detective chops, Lloyd, and now's your time. Leave it to me. We may have a small window, but it should be enough time to screen most of the passengers. I'm curious to see whether we can pull this off without giving ourselves away. As cops. It's like playing a game of who's the main character in an anime. Whoever has the crazy hair is the main character. The pressure's starting to get to me. There's little time remaining until the bus arrives from the Republic. If you stay at the gate, you should have enough time to rest beforehand. Okay. I have beds prepared for you. You've needed beds. Time for some R&R. Yeah, no, we have other errands to run. Like Squidward, we need to finish those errands. I think we still need a little bit more time to prepare. That's okay with you. Very well. When you're ready to go, let me know. Okay, but on the good side, I already know where her office is at. Speaking of counterfeit dealers, they've been a big pain in our backside here at the gate. Now that we have the Triple S's help. Now that we have the Triple S's help, I'm sure we'll be able to rein them in. Cool. Thanks, Noelle. You're cute and pretty and have a nice body and you're capable and you can fight and you're smart. And you have red hair and you have crossed eyes and you're stupid and you're and you're amazing. I love you. You're a great waifu material, Noelle. Actually, we should take the bus back to Crossbell as opposed to walking. But then again, where is that monster that we have to kill? Stalker okay, Stalker investigation. Ilya. Somebody's been stalking Ilya. And then the many famous views of Crossbell. Mine monster cleanup. Oh yeah, so we gotta go to the mains mine. Mini miners are out. Where is the mains mine? Bus stop, Fork. I'll just assume that it's in somewhere in Armorica. I have no idea. I'll check the map. I'll check the map in just a secondo. In just a gear secondo. Mains mining village. Oh, it is past the cathedral. Okay, well, let's just go back to the city then. Everybody get up on the bang bus. What's that? That song? By like Red Fool. Yeah, the buzzer, Lucy, you're caboosey. Ha! That guy? That guy with the weird laugh? How did that song go? I am the conductor, the beat is your instructor, or something. All aboard, get on the party train? Get on the something train. Fuck that song. What a stupid song, but it's stuck in my head. It's one of those earworms, as they call it. He's one of them earworms. Get on the party train. Ass and class. No one rides for free or some bullshit like that. That guy from like LMFAO, he had like one song that got really popular. And then like a second song that sounded almost exactly like that, like I'm sexy and I know it. And that was it. That was all that guy was. And I think he like went off on his own as Red Foo. And then again, he had one song that was like exactly the same as the other ones. And I've never heard from him since. I have no idea. But you know, but people that make that kind of music, that's kind of how they are. It's pretty natural. They just have like 1 or 2 songs that get them really popular, and then they become like the judges in like an American Idol show or something like that, or America's Got Talent, after like 3 years of not knowing anything about them. And then they disappear, and sometimes maybe they appear in like some Disney Channel sitcom and be like, oh my god, you're Red Foo from that song that was popular like 10 years ago. Yeah, that's me, still remember me. And these little Disney Channel kids gotta act like it's a big fucking deal. Yeah. How do you pause again? There we go. I really like this song, by the way. It reminds me a lot of Wild Arms. I don't know if you guys have played Wild Arms 2, Wild Arms 3. And those are pretty much the only 3 games that I acknowledge in the series, because then there's stuff like Wild Arms XF or whatever that's like a weird like tactics strategy game that I didn't really like. And I don't know if there ever was like a Wild Arms 4 or something. I really don't remember. But to me, 1, 2, and 3, fantastic trilogy. I love it. And Wild Arms 3 had a really cool like cowboyish music. And it kind of sounded like this, a little similar. I like how calm it is. Because whenever it's like this sort of like mining, steampunky kind of town with like smoke coming out everywhere, usually there's a lot of RPGs that, you know, have the music be like nighttime in Midgar in Final Fantasy VII. It's like dun 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 dun, you know, stuff like that. Or like have harmonicas or whatever. But look at it, this has like mandolins and stuff. It sounds like you're walking into like a Lord of the Rings village as opposed to like a mining village or something. It's just so unique. It's such a bold choice, you know, for a place that looks like this. That's all like metally and stuff. Anyway, let's go into the mines and kill a monster. Hasio, hello, hello, hello. There. And now the music's way different here. It's like the same melody, it's the same idea, but they... I don't know who's making the music over at Falcom, but they're a bunch of fucking geniuses. They know how to make music. Anyway, no map, so I'll just fuck around and find, and try and find this monster somewhere. I guess it'll be grinding time for me. What the fuck is that thing? It looks like a tiny little cockroach. A sticky slug. Great. There's only one of them and it looks tiny, which means that he might be strong. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to fool me. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think they are. Unless he like... Okay. Unless he like multiplies into like 7 other pieces. There we go. Tiara Bomb. This is where I would put my item if I had one. Shut the fuck up, you stupid chest. A Fairly Odd Parents dad reference, fuck you. That's where I put my items if I had one. Dingleberg. Chancellor Osborne. Alright, HP2, not bad. Aha! I'm actually an undercover chest working for the Chest Police Department. You're busted, Buster. Ah, well, try and catch me. Ha ha ha. You don't have any legs, you fucking bastard. It is I who will win again. I have foiled your plan. Next time, grow some legs, bastard. Okay. But seriously, though. I'm seeing like a bunch of other chest symbols, and I don't know where I'm supposed to be going exactly. I fear that I might get lost. Oh wait, is it back here? And you can't move the camera at all, so I'm kind of screwed here. Alright, let's just do what we can. Oh, there it is. Reviving Balm. The real treasure is buried underneath, but you'll never be able to move me. Never! Oh, the ultimate weapon for Lloyd, the ultimate tonfas are under that chest and I can't get them. Unless I mod the game to like remove the chest or something. The only thing that I can do is that I can kill this tiny slug in anger, in total frustration and not being able to obtain my dream. There we go. Have I ever been inside the mines before? There are so many chests, it makes me believe that this is like my first time being here. I'll tell you this much, this is my first time appreciating the music. Yeah, it's probably my first time. If I can't imagine being in here and leaving so many chests unopened. Martial arts uniform. Keep up the good work and you're bound to be the mainstay around here. Shut up. Just stop. Stop it. Get some help. Martial arts uniform. It doesn't... I mean, it increases your strength, but it doesn't quite... Yeah, it brings down your defense by a lot, so... I'm just gonna pretend I never found it. Anything else? Yeah, so those were the 2 chests. Monsters appear deep in Maine's mine. Lend us a hand in exterminating the monsters. We'll just explore this place and find the big evil monster. I'm assuming it'll be just a big mama version of those slugs. Because that's the only monster that I've seen so far. Maybe this ain't the right way. Was there like an alternate path somewhere? Oh. Gate leading to the abandoned mine is locked up tight in a sturdy chain. Okay, so maybe not there. I am so fucking lost. Okay. I'm back at the start. Cool. Retrace my steps. I'm back the way I came. Now I'll pay more attention. Let's just hug the walls until I find what I need. So here's the... yeah. Okay, so the only way the only way I can go is down here. Oh, but there's a whole nother set of stairs here. This is where I found the other 2 chests just now. And then you got those slugs. There was another set of stairs that I had to go up to. Nope. Oh, is it this? No, this is me going back, right? This is me going back. No, wait, no, don't touch me, slug. Lord Slug. And then go here. There's nothing here. Only the chest. Duh. And I gotta deal with this, man. Boy. Boy. That slug was so scary. Good thing I smacked it. I pistol whipped that slug to death. There's a chest right here. I don't see anywhere else I could go, honestly. I am in the right place. Maybe I gotta open up that abandoned mine place. But how? I gotta ask for a key or what? Let's see. But wait, there's a whole other... I can go even deeper down. But how? I could have sworn I was already there. Okay. Yeah. There's a way to go down there, but how? I'm just running around in circles at this point. This will frustrate everyone. And this is me going back. Does it really not say anything? Locked up tight with a sturdy chain. We can't hit it, smack it or anything? I'll go talk to some people. Can I see your quest real quick? Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm in the wrong place. Monsters appear deep in Maine's mine. Due to the festival, mini miners are out. We can't deal with the situation. Can you please lend us a hand? Oh, we probably gotta go... Mayor Bixon. We probably gotta go talk to him and ask him for a key or something. Where's the mayor? Yeah, I probably made the mistake of just going in there and trying to fix the problem. Usually there's a lot of dialogue that introduces the quest, and then you can do it. So chances are I just gotta go and talk to him, wherever the fuck he is. I remember all of the important people being like all the way down, or maybe here. Mayor's house. There we go. Okay, this was my mistake. Komata. What to do? I can't send in the Mine Chief to exterminate those monsters. That'd be an execution. Okay, look, on the bright side, we got like 5 chests out of that stuff. Good afternoon, Mayor Bixon. Triple S here with your pizza. You ordered a meat lovers, right? Could you imagine? It's like, here's a request. My employee Peter, he's off doing God knows what, being a superhero, and I can't deliver the pizzas, please. Lloyd Bunnings, you must help me. Don't worry, Mr. Aziz. The pizzas are in good hands. Get on our orbital bike. Turns out you gotta go to the geofront and give like 5 pizzas to Jonah. And then Lloyd comes in and says, pizza time. And Jonah looks at his clock and it says like 7:30 with like 5 seconds and says, you're late. I'm not paying for those. And then we beat the shit out of him and he pays us anyway. I was hoping that you'd get here soon. You submitted a support request, right? Something about monsters in the mine? Yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle. No, we're in a bit of a mine. Monsters in the mine, to be precise. Deep in the mine, there's an abandoned area that's already been fully excavated. Last night, monsters began to rampage in there, causing our mining crew problems. Monsters running amok in the mine definitely don't sound safe. Haha, does that sort of thing happen often? Haha. Usually many monsters appear in areas or something in the mine. Haha, you'd be hard pressed to find a country that doesn't have that issue. Haha. I'm not really your father. Haha. Oh. The only like old Family Guy joke that I still find funny. That's from like season 1 or 2, I forget. Like Speed Racer parody. It hasn't been explained yet. Monsters are naturally attracted to the sapping crystals. Tyler Thunder saying, sup? Hello. How you doing? Never played this, but heard of this series for years. It's really good. I highly recommend it. Maybe not this one, because this is like a Japan-only game that has like a fan-made English patch or whatever. I don't know how much you want to deal with that kind of stuff, but most of the series is on Steam. And now that you got like Black Friday sales and stuff, you can probably find the whole series for like super cheap. I recommend it. They're super duper well written. If you like, you know, seeing really good characters just talk to each other and be awesome, and then have some really cool fights on top of that. And if you like RPGs, then this is definitely the game for you. I highly recommend it. Do you think that we'll ever bring this game to the West? Well, that's the thing. I've been following Gamatsu and other news sites for a while now. And for like the last like week, they've been like, Trails from Zero! You know, like the game, if you can look at the banner down here, that's what I'm playing right now. Trails from Zero is coming to Nintendo Switch, and I'm like, oh my god, yes! In Korean and in Chinese. It's like, ah, damn it. And then it's like, oh, Trails in the Sky 1, 2, and 3 planning a release on Nintendo Switch. Woo! In Korean and in Chinese. Ah, fuck. And then like, oh, freaking Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2 heading to Switch. Woo! In Korean and Chinese. Fuck, dude. Why does Korea and China get all of these translations, but we don't get a fucking English one? I mean, all of these games have been translated in English, but like, they haven't come out on Switch. And then like, these cross-bill games have not been in English. They've been in Japan only, but now they're in Korean and now they're in Chinese. And like, fucking like, what's next? They're gonna fucking put them out in Italian and in Spanish. And like, but no English. Recommend looking into this one too. Definitely check out Sky. Yeah, if you want to get started with the series, play Trails in the Sky. Is literally the best game of the whole series and is the first one. And it's super like highly optimized and remastered and everything on Steam. It's really good. Anyway, back to the game. Hasn't been explained yet. Yeah, they're attracted to sapping crystals. I'm still playing PS4. I got no money for PS5 right now. Yeah, me too. I still got my PS4. I don't have any plans on getting a PS5 right now. I'm fine with that. PS4 is still great. Yeah. No, you should not buy new consoles at launch because there really aren't that many games for it yet. And if all you're gonna do is just play backwards compatible PS4 games on your PS5, then just keep your PS4. You know, like don't spend a lot of money when there really aren't that many games for it out just yet. I have a fuck ton of games on PS4 that I haven't even launched. I've downloaded and bought so many awesome, like, Neo and Yakuza, fucking God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn. I have so many fucking games, and not even that, but, like, the ultimate, like, Game of the Year version of all of these games that have, like, all of the DLC included and shit, and I haven't even launched them. Because I want to save them for, like, streams and stuff like that. So, yeah, I am in no rush to get a PS5. Unless Persona 6 gets announced for PS5 like tomorrow, in which case, yes, I'll get it, but... Zero no Kizuki now, no Kizuki's coming. Me excited. To Switch on Korea. Yeah, visible frustration. Yeah, why would you do this to me, Falcom? Just wait. No, yeah. And on top of that, you know what's gonna happen? Just like with every single PlayStation console, they're gonna have the Pro version, they're gonna have the Slim version, and they're gonna have all of these price drops. So, like, if you want to get, like, an original disc, you know, like a not digital PS5 or whatever. Oh, and especially the all-digital version, that's gonna be way cheaper. Like, as the years go by, this PS5 that everybody's spending $500 on is gonna be like 300, you know, before you know it. Because they're gonna have newer versions and the slim version and stuff like that. So, like, don't even worry about it. Don't spend your money now. Wait for the library. Wait for all of those games to accumulate, and then dive deep into it when you have like a bunch of games that you want to buy for it then. And if you have PlayStation Plus, then it'll be even better because you'll keep claiming all of these games that come out for free. If you end up liking Sky, look into playing Zero afterward. Yeah, This and Azure are the best in the series. Yeah, for me, it's like Sky 1, Crossbell, Azure. Those are like the top 3. I've heard that before a load of times. The suckers can't get enough of it. Yeah, the Sapien Crystals. I remember learning about that as well. No matter the country, mines always face the risk of attracting monsters. Same in Liberal. That's how it is. Our miners are tough enough to be able to draw away monsters without any issues. Most of our miners are still celebrating. We're short on manpower. The abandoned mine entrance may be locked. There's no telling how dangerous things will be if we leave it unattended. If you accept, you should exterminate all the monsters there. I want to get the disc version. I'm a collector like him. Yeah, me too. I like preserving my games on disc. Because you never know when there's going to be like some fucking PT situation where the companies that put out the game, they were like, you can't play this anymore. Or like the license ran out on the Scott Pilgrim game, so you can't play it anymore. It's delisted, you can't find it anywhere. And if you got a digital and you deleted it or something, then you're fucked. But if you have a disc of every single fucking Kingdom Hearts game that they have ever played, that they have ever made, I mean, you know, that's what I have. It's like, look, all of these games are really valuable and really cool, especially when there's collections of it. You know, I want to buy the Doom package, the Slayer package that has Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 3, and Doom 2016. I've already played those games to death. But, like, if you want to preserve it for the future, and if something happens where, like, the license runs out on Doom or whatever, on the original games, and you can't download them digitally, you have the fucking disc and you can play it. If fucking Disney fucking throws a hissy fit and says, no more Kingdom Hearts, and because it has Disney shit on it and you can't play Disney shit anymore, and you can't download it anywhere, well, guess what? I got the disc of Kingdom Hearts 1.2, 2.8, 2.5 or whatever, and Kingdom Hearts 3, so I am good. No matter what happens, I can just play them, right? It is always good, especially for, like, games that you really, really care about. And especially if it's, like, an ultimate, you know, Game of the Year edition and stuff, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you buy the disc version for all of these games. For games that you really care about, for games that you really want to preserve, you know? Yeah, the digital version is cheaper and more convenient, but you're risking a lot. You're risking your liberties, you're risking your you know, history preservation and stuff like that. There's a lot that you lose in having an all-digital future. And it's even worse when you have the all-streaming future, because you have PlayStation Now, you have Google Stadia, you have, like, Xbox xCloud and stuff like that. All of the, and, like, the Nintendo, you know, NES Online, SNES Online. All of these services that are dedicated to streaming the game for a subscription price, as opposed to you actually buying, downloading, and owning your games. Which, again, it's nice and convenient, and as a person who has been playing with Stadia recently, it actually kind of works pretty well. It's a shitty service. It's a shitty service that, like, charges you too much for shit. You have to fucking, you know, pay full price for a game on top of the subscription for you to stream it. But it works. I was playing Doom 64 on it just a few hours before streaming, and it works pretty goddamn well. But I don't want a future where, like, every single gaming platform is Netflix. I don't want video games to be Netflix. It's nice and convenient, but eventually, it's gonna be more about control than convenience. Steambot Chronicles is a game I wish they would remaster or remake. I have no idea what that is, but I'll look it up. The music in this game is good. Oh, yes. In the series, but like in this game specifically, the music is fucking fantastic. So this is the abandoned mine. Doesn't really strike me as being a particularly old place. I mean, look, the orbital lamps still seem to be in okay condition. Probably just to keep monsters from appearing near the entrance. I get the feeling that this place is used for storing materials and the like. Maybe. Still, this place doesn't sit well with me. Gives me bad vibes. Actually, this would be the perfect place to test your metal, you know? Happy-go-lucky as always. Yeah. It's a grinding area. We're here on work. Not some random dare, remember? You didn't have to tell me twice. I can detect the presence of multiple monsters deeper in. The structure of the mine will likely get more complex the farther we go. We should proceed with caution. Absolutely. Let's not try to get lost while we're at it. Yeah. Let's go. Let's get the power stars. Let's defeat King Bob-omb. There you are. There's King Bob-omb. You're a lot smaller than I remember. Alright, we have like double advantage. Winged ant. That sounds gross. Wait, don't you mean it's just a queen ant? Because there are actual ants in real life that have wings and fly. They're like queens or like princess or whatever. The royalty ants. Well, we'll have to scan you, but we got a team rush going on. Oh, fuck him up. Boy, yo. Ellie, what'd you miss? Ah, there we go. I'm happy that entertainment exists. The real world can be such a pain. It is a pain in the ass. I'm happy that video games can offer the escapism that you need to just sort of unwind and relax for a few hours every day. That's how it is for me. And I love them. Oh, what's up? What's up? Is that like a snake with like 20 heads? Look at him. It's like if a bowl of spaghetti fucking came to life. Cave anemone. Oh, I see. It's an anemone. Boy. Go, Tio. I did not know that ants could fly. That low-key terrifies me. Well, only the queen ants can fly, not all ants. It's not like you're gonna get... It's not like there's gonna be like a big like hive of ants that'll be flying towards you and eating you alive. That's not gonna happen. Usually the queen ant stays underground inside the little hole that all of the ants go to. Because all of the worker ants, they all work together, like, you know, feed the queen ant and make babies with the queen ant so that she can make more ants. But yeah, but that ant specifically is supposed to have wings. I also know, because in the movie Bug's Life, that one purple ant, the one that's like the princess, she has wings and she can fly. And then there's that old lady queen ant. And I think she has wings too, but she's old as fuck, so she can't really fly. I've been subbing you for a while. I'm not sure how long, but I think I'm one of your youngest viewers. I'm 19. Really? You're 19 and you think you're one of my youngest viewers? Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Rubs belly. Ha 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 ha. Lifts up shirt, spills honey all over belly. Ha 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 ha. Picks up mucus, shoots it onto a perfectly round target. Ha 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 ha. Pulls out nose hairs. Ha 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 ha. Pulls down pants, rubs on cock. Ha 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 ha. Okay, now that's just me copying Oni Plays. But no, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of other people that are way younger than you that have subscribed. A lot of those younger people have grown older. But yeah, 19, that's actually kind of in the middle. I know my analytics, and you know, the vast majority is like 13 to 17, and then it's like 20, like 18 to 25 or something like that. Somewhere around there, so you're actually not that far off. Mind your own business, fuck you. Shut up. Yamete kuda, stop, please. Anyway, now I know that I'm going the right way. Is literally a straight line over to my goal. It's like a Final Fantasy 13 dungeon all up in this. So I can't possibly get lost. Then I'd be really stupid if that was the case. But then again, I'm the kind of guy that plays Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I walk into a straight line, I do a battle, and I run back. And Hashi was like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to where I'm supposed to go. No, you're not. You're going backwards. Fuck. I run back. That's how stupid I am. Did you hear about the woman who had a craving for Goldia Sepith? She just wanted some space, man. Fucking... Wow. Wow. That's like a dad joke right there. Nerdy dads. 10 years from now, they're gonna have their kids and they'll be like, oh, you're playing Legend of Heroes? Did you hear about the woman? That had a Goldia problem or whatever the fuck. Whatever the fuck they were saying. Kill him! Shoot him right between his stupid snail eyes. There we go. Got it. Oh, level up. Alright, Lloyd Bannings is now level 23. And everybody is right behind him. One more battle and we should be 23, everybody. We're all 23. We can all drink legally. We all. 600. Oh, you guys are dead. Come on, Randy. It's sad that the range wasn't big enough. Oh, this guy, no, that... Oh, God. Pornhub tag gangbang right there. I've seen gangbangs on Pornhub that are less aggressive than that, than what I just saw. There we go. Now we're all 23. The number 23, Jim Carrey, the number that Jim Carrey's afraid of the most. Alright, I'll just be here, killing slugs and ants and spaghetti. What a great variety of monsters for this dungeon. Get him! There we go, Sasuga Tio-chan. I like how you're positive, thanks for that. Too much negativity out there? Yeah. Something that I've been wanting to do, you know how like there's so many channels that are like drama channels that exist just to like talk shit about other YouTubers? I want to do that someday, but like the opposite. I want to have a YouTube series where it's all about, you know, here's why Tekken 101 is like the best YouTuber on the platform. Or here's why Rogers Base is like the coolest guy on YouTube. Or like, here's why Moist Critical fucking kicks ass. Or like, there was this video that I wanted to make of like, here's why Maximilian Dude is like an exemplary YouTuber. Why he's like the best dad of all YouTube dads. You know? Why he's so awesome. Because, oh, this guy's wisdom, or this guy's so funny. You know? We've done streams that are dedicated to like Etika and stuff, and like, you know, remembering him and showing cool clips of him and stuff like that. And I kind of want to take that to the next level. And be like, hey, everybody is so excited about talking shit about people and making them all look bad and showing these compilations of them fucking up or whatever. But that's just cherry picking like the 5% of what they do. But what about the other 95% where they're just being alright, right? And I think that's great. I feel like there's an avenue for that nobody is taking. Because people's default minds is like, oh, shitting on people is the way that you make money on YouTube. Always go on the negative. And I think that is so shit. You're a fucking fucker if that's what you want to do with your life, with your YouTube channel. You know? Let's actually try and be nice for once, right? And so I had that idea of like, you know, why Chugga Conroy is so fucking cool. Why Chugga Conroy still makes like Let's Plays relevant or something like that. You know? Just stuff where you just like shout people out and talk about how awesome people are instead of having to focus on their flaws. Because I think it isn't until then that you realize how similar we all are. And you know, our love for games and movies and stuff sort of brings us together as opposed to setting us apart, right? Like, I saw this video the other day that was like, the problem with reviewing anime on the internet. And it was such a cynical video that it basically ended on, you know, oh, you know, anime-only watchers and manga readers, they're not destined to understand each other. We're both garbage. Well, let's all agree to disagree that we're both shit. I'm like, wow, what a great fucking moral of the story. Like, just... You know, people can use their position to sort of like, you know, change the perspective to have a more positive outlook on things. But no, instead it's like, you're garbage and I'm garbage. We are all garbage. Let's all be garbage together. I'm like, fucking, oh, gee, okay. You know, we are destined to never understand each other. I'm like, no, dude, seriously. All over history, We have come to the understanding that racism and slavery is not okay and that women should be allowed to vote, but we can't fucking agree that, like, manga readers and anime-only watchers can't fucking coexist and understand each other? Fuck you, shut up. Who the fuck do you think you are? Like, come on. Maybe he said it in jest, but, like, it didn't sound like a joke. And again, if you want to make the video, like, more unique and special and actually cool and valuable, I think you can say something a bit more original. When positivity is more original than saying, we're all garbage, ha ha ha! Like, just... Like, fuck the moral of the story bit, right? It's just boring. It's just so boring. Because everybody is so, like, negative, and then they get, like, really self-aware about being too sappy. And so they have to, like, shove in some dumb joke about, like, maybe I'm not taking it seriously, but I kind of am, but not really. But I don't really want to commit to being sappy and saying nice things. Because, you know, people do that fucking guy thing of, like, oh, I don't want to be perceived as a pussy, so I gotta be all, like, you know, not really show my feelings all that much and be self-aware about, like, oh, I know I'm being kind of cheesy, but here I go. You know, just be you. Just be real with people for once. And people will appreciate that. Instead of just, like, making up all of these bullshit excuses in your mind for what you kind of have to, like, sort of halfway, like, 75% commit to something. You know? And I know because I do that a lot too. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I want to say something, but I don't want to quite say it, so I sort of, like, you know, make it sound like it's a joke or something. I don't know. Even for, like, good, nice things, people like to tiptoe around. But people are more than anxious to fucking talk shit on the internet, right? They don't hesitate with that, but when you want to be nice, it's like, you know? They gotta be like, I tried recording this video 5 times. But when there's an angry rant, when they see somebody do something stupid on the internet, oh no, they do that at the first fucking take, do they? I don't know, that's just me ranting, but hey. I can't wait for Avatar 2 to 5. Sure. You seen Avatar 2009 from James Cameron? Just rewatched it. I love that movie. I remember I only watched Avatar like maybe once or twice in the movie theater because it was that time where like 3D movies got popularized all over again. And that movie was cool to watch as a 3D movie on the movie theater with cool sound and stuff. But in terms of the story and everything else that happens, that story has been done a billion times. And James Cameron has been wanting to make sequels for like 20 years, and not even the second one is out. That's a weird series of movies. I mean, they're okay, they're not bad, but you know, I've seen a million movies and TV series and shows and cartoons that do the exact same thing. Avatar just looks nicer. I'm not empty, I'm making a statement. No, spare me the fucking pretentiousness. You remind me of one of my high school classmates. I'm not empty, I'm making a statement. Sure. That's funny. You see, because I took out the contents of the chest, so it's empty. Get it? The studio wants him to make more. He just wanted to get to work on Alita, which, by the way, that's a way better movie than Avatar. I personally love Alita Battle Angel so much more than Avatar. And a lot of people like to shit talk it and judge it because, like, you see the trailer and you see the girl with the freakishly large anime eyes, and that's all people joke about, but, you know, if you actually see the movie, it's actually kind of fucking good. Even my dad liked it. I remember one time my dad called me up just to talk, and he was like, oh, we went to the movie theater not too long ago, like a week ago. Have you seen that Alita Battle Angel movie? Oh my god, that is such a fucking good movie. That was so great. And I was like, out of all the people that I thought would enjoy that movie, I never thought that my dad would be one of them. I just backtracked without really meaning to. Avatar was just a proof of concept for a CG-centric movie. What do you mean a proof of concept for a CG-centric movie? There's so many CG movies out there. There's a million CG movies, some of them for kids. Some of them maybe not so much for kids. How is that a proof of concept? Here's a proof of concept for a CG-centered movie. Fucking Toy Story 1? Maybe that one? It made a lot of money. Yeah, it did make a lot of money. It's possible Avatar 2 will be better than the first. Maybe it should be. That's what sequels should be. Better than the last one. What's the point in making a sequel if it's not better than the last one? Or at least, like, different in an interesting way. Well, look. It's pretty much a meme at this point to, like, expect Avatar 2 to fucking 20. So, I'm down to watch it whenever it decides to come out on a streaming service. Because, you know, if it comes out anytime soon, you know, goddamn well it's not gonna show up on movie theaters. It's gonna show up on like fucking Hulu or Netflix or something. Not full CG, but mixed with live acting. I get, but that's been done before already too. That's already been done. I don't know what James Cameron means, or like, I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to get done, if it was a proof of concept of a CG-centric movie or like mixed in with live action. That doesn't make any sense. Even like before Avatar, there were so many fucking movies that tried doing that. If it's a proof of concept, they were like fucking 10 years too late. Not on Avatar's level? What level? Fucking Dances with Wolves with blue people? I don't know. I really don't know what they were trying to get at with that. Great, the same shit that other people did, but with more money behind it. Whatever. Put some 3D glasses on it. I mean, I would argue that it was like a more of a proof of concept for film cameras that can record shit for 3D stuff, you know? Like stuff that was designed to be seen in 3D, as opposed to making a normal movie and then adding the 3D later. I think a proof of concept for that makes more sense for Avatar. But like CGI or whatever, fucking what? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Maybe there's some specifics that maybe weren't clear enough, but like, if you want to talk about it from the perspective of 3D, and like the cameras that they were using that were making the 3D happen, then that makes a lot more sense. But CG, they weren't doing anything new with that. Your request for a rare, ultra-powered quartz from before the Septine calendar is being processed. Please stand by. Great, like a dark arts and stuff. I'll stand by. Curia Bomb. I'll let you in on a little secret. There was more than one item in here, but someone beat you to it and took the good stuff. The bad stuff, you're holding it. Ah, great. Ah, these chests always know how to hurt my feelings. These chests always know how to push my buttons. Rip them, pull them apart like the gingerbread man in Shrek when Lord Farquaad threatened to get rid of his buttons. And the gingerbread man would go, "What the buttons?" Let's save. Because I know this is gonna be a big boy. Avatar 2 is set to release in December 2022. But he would not be surprised if it got delayed again to December 2023. He was just waiting for CGI technology to get better before he did it. Alright. Maybe he should have waited to make a more interesting story. Because you can make the CGI as fucking beautiful and amazing as always. I mean, as ever, but like, if the fucking story is like fucking Dances with Wolves with blue Smurfs, like, if it's just like the same story that we've seen in many other things, but like just pretty looking, I just, no. I feel like I would rather have an original, cool, and interesting story that looks like shit, instead of a really pretty looking thing that's the same shit that you always see all the time. Or like a boring... I'd rather see something interesting that looks bad than something that looks pretty that is just boring as shit. Or predictable. I don't think you should have waited. And if Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5 are gonna be the same thing, you know, like really generic stories that like just look really nice, then you know, God help me. But I'll watch it anyway because I'll be curious. Alright. I know the producer said the goal with the sequels is to make the stories better too. Please do it. Please. And if they're planning like fucking 5 sequels, then they goddamn better be like the Lord of the Rings, where like there's like this overarching thing. You know? I really am hoping that those movies get better, because the first one was not a bad movie by any extent of the imagination. It wasn't bad, it was just predictable. And that was his biggest flaw. You knew from the moment that that military soldier turned into the bluey guy, that he was going to fall in love with a girl and want to be with them forever and all that shit. You know it. Large ant that grew wings. It seldom flies. Its blade-like arms are adept at catching prey. Adept at catching prey. All right, I want a cool move where I can just fucking hit everybody. 3. Ah, these guys are too far apart. All right, fuck it. Let's just hit whoever I can. It's been years since it came out. I'm sure he learned a lot. Yeah, technology has advanced a lot since then. Salamander. Come on. Ah, stupid mouse. Let's see. 3. There we go. It was supposed to be a one-off movie. I really don't think it needed any sequels. I mean, based on the way that the movie ended, I agree. I agree that the movie was sort of like a... It's over and then that's kind of it. They all live happily ever after. I think the sequels can be good. I mean, I haven't seen a single trailer or anything. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see for the one of the sequels to come out. And if there are going to be more sequels, then I can only assume that the Avatar 2 will be setting up for Avatar 3 and 4 and 5. Who knows? It might be the best sequel in the world, but I'm not holding my breath, honestly. No all caps in the chat, please. Or I will fart really loud and it'll be really embarrassing for me and will have nothing to do with you. Grim, hello. How's it going? Don't mind us. I'm just here being stupid. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. Battle boots. Okay, equip. Sprinters. Speed goes down by 3 and movement goes down. Movement 6, 5, 7. Defense, agility. Sure. I'll give that to Tio. Nothing else we can do here. Let's move on. We shall see what happens when they come. Yeah, look, I literally have like I have no information to know if these sequels are gonna be any good or not. I think the first movie sort of wraps up in a pretty good way, but I would say the same shit for Toy Story 1. And Toy Story 2, pretty goddamn good movie. For a movie that I thought did not need a sequel at all, they came out with Toy Story 2 and it was pretty great. So, you know, you could be surprised. Alright, let's see. Grave Bat, blind bat monster, uses sense of smell to track its foes. I'm pretty sure you have a quartz that lets you already analyze these dudes, so I'm gonna analyze you anyway. Squeak! Please don't do it again. Oh no, they did it again as the second one. You could even call it a squeakquel. Would you play an open world Toy Story game? Isn't that what Toy Story 3 is? The Toy Story 3 video game? That's the one that a lot of people say is like an actually like really good Toy Story game, and I've never played it. Where you're like in this Wild West town and you have to like do quests or whatever. A death cargo. Nice. A snail with a very flexible shell that ricochets around in enemy groups. Okay. You have to scan your ass. What's your weakness again? I don't even see. Oh, you can't see it. I'll hit you with a power smash so the two of you are all clumped up together. Hiya! AT delay. Alright, poison and paralysis. They got a hard shell. There we go. Alright, Tio, be a babe and scan these guys for me, thank you. Oh, weak to wind. Gotcha. Be a deer. And please do this for me. I'm sure she has some wind. Sparkle! There we go. Like the game Sparkle. Boyo! Nah, there we go. Bria. How does Pecora do? Bria. I love that. Kawaii Peko. Bria. Oh. Look at that. Look at that boy. Backing up. He thinks he's nice. He thinks he's like Solid Snake sneaking around. No, Spaghetti. I'm not fighting you today. I can't get enough of this track. Why is this song so good? Huh? Okay. That looks more like a mosquito than an ant. That is not an ant. That's just a mosquito that like hit his head with a rock when he was a little baby like Goku and lost all of its memories. And then like there was like a grandpa ant that raised it and said, "You're an ant with wings." And so he said, "I'm an ant," but no, you're not an ant. And then like a big big mosquito with big long hair kidnaps the son and says, "You are from a race of mosquitoes. You're not an ant." There's more of a than bria. Sure. Well, you gotta get it right. You gotta be very specific. And then with a laugh afterwards. You played Override Mech City Brawl? No. That's the second mech game that you've mentioned that I don't know about. Find the monster yet? Well, I feel like if I had, I'd be out of here by now. I've leveled up twice and I'm still here, so that should tell you a lot. EP Charge. Just think, if you spend less time harassing chess, you could actually have already finished the support request? Fuck you, man. Even the game is shitting on me for taking too long. Look, it's not my fault that the fucking monster's like fucking 150 million feet below the ground. I'm about to reach the Earth's core. I'm sweating already. And I still haven't found the stupid enemy. By the way, I said monsters plural, not monsters singular. I'm only assuming that there's like one big boss that I gotta fight and then that'll be it. I don't think it means kill every single monster in here. Do you think 2021 will be better than 2020? I know it's hard to predict, but I hope I don't see how it will be worse right now, but who knows? Well, I don't know, man. I'm not fucking Nostradamus. Will 2021 be better than this year? I don't know, man. What did people say about 2017 when 2016 was ending? Man, this year was shit. Hopefully 2017 is better, and then it wasn't. And then they were saying like, oh man, I hope 2018 is better than 2017. What a piece of shit year this was. And then 2018 came in and it had a lot of bad things happen there too. And then man, 2019 is gonna be the year, man. It's gonna be the year. It'll be great. So much better than fucking piece of shit ass 2018. And then 2019 came in and a lot of bad stuff happened there too. And then you're like, oh, 2020, brand new decade. Brand new decade of possibilities. New start, new decade, new me, baby. I'm gonna lose weight this time now. And then a lot of bad stuff happened during 2020. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen in 2021, huh? The big problem with people having to like rank or talk about if a year was good or bad is social media, man. Everybody is so obsessed and consumed by social media, and you know what you find on social media? Fake news, misinformation, and a lot of negativity. All of the news you see is bad news because that's the shit that gets you the biggest amount of clicks. And so that's what people prop up. And of course, we just had an election, so like politics are like at an all-time high in its intensity right now. So a lot of people being stupid about that kind of stuff. We're about to get a new president, and they're gonna transition the position and all that stuff. You think the previous president is not gonna fucking, you know, rile up the crowd with some shit? And everybody's gonna pay attention to that. And yeah, somebody's gonna get canceled. Somebody's gonna die. You know, like there's so much that could happen in 1 year. So much that could happen in an entire year. There's 365 full days. People live, people are born, People die, people succeed, people fail, and for some people, absolutely fucking nothing happens. How the fuck, why would anybody say, oh, 2020 was a good year, 2021 was a bad year? Of course, everybody gonna say it's a bad year when all you do is look at the fucking screen that is showing you nothing but bad shit. You know? It's so subjective, but it's also, like, impossible to say that any year is a good year. Because it's impossible for every year, you know, for 1 year to have, like, this perfect fucking, like, Call of Duty winning streak of good things. That's never gonna happen. There's always going to be some bad things along the way. So it depends on your perspective. I mean, 2020 specifically obviously has been a bad year because of COVID and you know, politics and people getting offended and cancel culture and stuff. Obviously, it's been a bad year. A fuck ton of people have died. Obviously. I think 2020 has earned its status as a bad year. Or like one of the worst years for people in recent memory. But like all the other years previous, and I think all the future years, I feel like it'll be you know, a matter of like, what do you want to focus on, right? Do you want to... If all you do is just focus on bad shit, then obviously you're gonna say, man, hopefully next year is better than this piece of shit year, right? But there's a lot of shit that you can do as an individual, on a local level, on an interpersonal level, on an intimate, small-scale level, that you can do to make your life better, right? This is a problem with social media, is that it fucking riles people up and people want to change the world by by fucking mentioning the White House on day one, right? You know, like there's so much stuff that you can do close to you to make the people around you better and live a better life and have a better year that can then influence other people close to them as well, than to like having to go all the way up to the highest pedestal immediately on day one, right? People trying to do too much with too little. And I don't know. People, I feel like a lot of people sort of set themselves up for disappointment right out of the gate instead of putting things into the proper perspective. But I don't know, that's just me. You appear deep inside the chest once again, only to bump your head against the lid as you stand back up. Serves you right. Don't even joke about that. That happens to me all the fucking time, where I lift my head up from somewhere and I hit my head on like the cupboard door or something. I agree with you. You make a good point. But yeah, you know, I think that 2020 specifically, like no matter who you are, it's been a pretty fucking terrible year for everyone. My head hurts now. Oh, because of the chest thing? Yeah, this year's been pretty bad, but I feel like if people want to make it a better year, if you want 2021 to be good, don't wait for other people to do it for you. You have the power to make it better for yourself. That's all I can really say. Don't wait for Twitter to give you the permission to be happy. When you can be happy, when you take it upon yourself to make life better for you, instead of social validation or, you know, hoping that, you know, other people fucking swoop in and make life better for you. You know what I mean? You have the power to make life better, but crying and bitching and moaning on Twitter is not the way to do it. Here I am filling my gob with chips again. I said if I'm gonna be like grinding for a while, just hanging out here for a bit, might as well grab a bite for a little bit, because then I end the streams because I always get really hungry. Alright, I backtracked to where I was before. I haven't gone to the right yet, I think. Yeah, I gotta keep going down into the depths of this thing. We might be getting close. How fucking deep have I gone into this damn thing? Did I actually just fucking... I just returned back from the start. I returned back to the beginning. Well, okay, so maybe we're not supposed to go down, but rather up. Alright, I was too busy ranting before. Now I'm paying attention, I swear. But again, on the bright side, I found all of these chests, right? Like a bunch of chest dialogue and new items. Oh, fishing? Here? We live in a huge world? Yeah. A huge world where a lot of things happen. A lot of many different things happen. So whenever some American person sees something about American politics, and they say, why is the world going to shit? You're gonna be like, the world? America's not the whole world. There's so many other different things happening in the world. What are your thoughts on the whole human generations? Boomer, Gen Z, Millennial, Gen Z. I'm not a fan of it. I think it's a way to separate people. Yes, I agree. Completely. I think it's a way to just label people and to be like, oh, look at those fuckers over there. You're just, like, otherizing other people. And it does no favors in getting us to understand each other, because when you label somebody, you're cutting off all of the discussion, and you're just saying, that's just how they are or whatever, right? It's just shitty. It's just shitty. I find that the bamboo rod with the dumplings is like totally useless. I've never been able to catch anything with bamboo and dumplings. Come on. Went away. Alright, let's try it again. Take two. Look at that beautiful rainbow trout. 29 reg. Oh my god, spat out all of that? That was not spat out, that was like vomit. Blech. Look at all this sepith. Alright, red flies. Let's do one more. One more. One more bite. It seems like certain areas just have a certain combination of bait that just works on that area. If you use anything different, it seems like it just doesn't work. Do we seriously just have to kill every single enemy in the dungeon? I figured there'd be like a boss or something. The fishing is fixed, so you just gotta have a specific combination of things for it to just work. Alright. I guess we just gotta kill everything. What would you do if your mom calls you up and says, honey, come over, dinner's ready, I made spaghetti, and then she brings out a bowl and is that fucking thing? Is that thing dancing around like that? It looks exactly the same. There's even like a flat 2D sprite just moving around like that. Every time you like move around, you know, in circles around it, you can still see it from the front all flat. And it's just moving around in a loop. What would you do? Would you eat it? Or would you say, no, I'm not gonna eat it and hurt your mom's feelings? That's the last of them. Can't detect any more monsters within the abandoned mine. Finally. Running around this ugly place is tucking me out. Definitely working hard. Shall we head on back? Let's do it. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Lord, do a pal a solid and carry me back to the entrance, please. Not gonna happen. Stop messing around. Send a head back. Killjoy. If you could... Yeah, return. Please. If you could time travel back in time to the 80s or 90s, what would you choose? None of them. I really don't have a lot of reverence or love for the 80s or the 90s. I know that some people, love that era. They think it's so fucking great. And that's fine. I'm not gonna hold it against them or anything. But, I like living in the now. I don't mind, I mean, I guess... I was born in 1994, so... If there was a way that I could, like, take my mind, like, my brain now, and transfer it over to me when I was a baby, you know, I can just be, like, reborn again with all of my memories that I have now, and just, like, redo my life all over again, and, like, correct all of the stupid, shitty mistakes that I've made, then I feel like I'd be in a much better place now. But hey, nothing good comes out of just regretting all the time. At the end of the day, they're not perfect times too. Yeah, exactly. Just because you grew up in those times, that doesn't mean that they are better than now. There were shitty things that happened before too, but you were a little kid where all you had to do was go to school and play Nintendo. So like, in your mind, it was like, ah, the good old days, it was so much better. Because you had nothing to fucking worry about. You know? Bills still needed to be paid. Politics was still happening. Wars were still being fought. There were like economic recessions and times where the economy boomed. So many great things. People were still dying. People were still getting sick. Medicine wasn't as good back then than how it is now. You know? The more things change, the more things stay the same. You know? I think when people say, I want to time travel to the 80s, they don't mean time travel to the 80s. They say, I want to be a kid again. That's what they mean. Alright. Phone's going off. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Special Edition under discount. No thanks. The combos you can use are fishing for each fishing spot. They're fixed. If you use a combo that gets you a fish, it will always be that fish. If it says nothing bit, then that combination doesn't work. Excuse me. Tends to be multiple combinations rather than just one, but the combos are fixed. I liked it better in terms of television entertainment. Yeah, but like, whatever you like now, you can see, I mean, whatever you like back then, you can still see it now. Like, it's not totally lost. There's people that preserve that shit and you can watch it for free whenever you want, right? You don't have to wait for it to come out on TV. Or buy the fucking VHS cassette tape for it, right? I don't know. You managed to get rid of all those pesky monsters, eh? Yes, sure. Yes, sure. Ooh, yes, sure. There won't be an issue anymore. For the time being, no further monsters should try to settle in that area. Your remaining miners should be safe to work during the festival. I'm fine with being born in 2001. Everybody should be fine being born in the time that they were. Enjoy it. Live it up. I had no greater say in how I was born than how you were. Just deal with the cards that you were dealt. Your remaining miners should be safe to work during the festival, at least until the rest of the mining crews return. Let's just say that you were born in a different year. Like, what's... I don't know anyone that was born in a certain year, and then they were like, man, I'm so glad I was born in this year, not in the other one, right? Or like, fuck, why couldn't I have been born in this other year? Like, just... You're born in whatever way you're born, you know? There's no, like, objectively good year for people to be born, you know, like, you know? Within these days, it's good for you to be born, and all the other ones you're fucked. Like, no, dude, just... Whatever. If somebody says, man, I wish I was born in 97, there's some parallel, some alternate timeline where you are born in 97, and you're like, man, why couldn't I have been born in this other year? You know? People just want what they can't have. I was born in 91, so I was mid-90s. Hey! You're just a couple of years older than me. Some people do tend to obsess with years, that is true. Yeah, it doesn't really mean anything. It's nothing but a bunch of what-if scenarios. Just wanting the unobtainable. Just obsessing and stressing out over things that you can't control. How about this? Oh my god. This is like if 100 of those fish that I caught vomited out all the sepith. It's a lot of sepith. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're sure you're allowed to give us this amount of sepith? You're pulling her leg, right? Mayor Bixon. I'm not sure if it'd be appropriate to accept a reward like this. It seems more suited for bracers. But besides, isn't sepith a valuable export from your mines? We can't take so much of it away from you, can we? Oh, please, you're overthinking it. You're overthinking it like people that wish to be born in a different year. Or like what would happen if you were time traveled to the 80s. Sepith is merely fragments of septium, you know? It's the freebie we get while mining septium in a manner of speaking. The government may regulate what we do with septium, but they couldn't give a hoot about what we do with sepith. Honestly, I wish I could have given you more than what I did. It's always nice to get sepith off my hands. Damn. And you can trade all the sepith for money, huh? You're gonna be rich. In a way, you're all helping me by accepting this. Now allow me to give this to you as a token of my appreciation. If you say it's okay, we'll gladly take it. Good man. Before you leave, I'd like to thank you one last time. Thank you. You folks never disappoint. Alright, cool. Thanks, Mayor. Well, after a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and stupidity on my end, we're finally done with this quest. Haven't been around many mining towns before. You see, the problem with that quest was that I just assumed that there will be a boss battle at the very end of that stupid mine. But there was no boss battle. Just a lot of enemies that I had to kill. I do miss social media not being so prevalent. Yeah, I liked it when it was some fringe thing that nerds would use and not like your mom. Because as soon as it became mainstream, it became shit. Because then advertisers want to fucking stick their dirty dick into something that's cool and just turn it into making money. Same thing goes for YouTube. YouTube was so much better when it wasn't all just, I'm not gonna curse because I don't want to get demonetized. Or like, I just privated all of my older videos so that you only see the new ones and the algorithm favors all of the new things so that I get more views and more money. Donate to the Patreon. Be sure to donate. Or like those fucking stupid bitches on Twitter that are like, no, on Twitch. They're like, you watch me for so many hours and you can't give me $5 fucking a month? Are you serious? I have not gotten a donation in 1 hour, guys. 1 hour for all I do for you. That's what social media being mainstream does to people. Just a bunch of money-grubbing fucking idiots. I did like my YouTube way more in the past. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, dude, like 2005 to like 2009 YouTube. Like the first 5 years of YouTube, you know? 2005 to 2010, top, peak YouTube. Peak YouTube. From there, when like there were like more angry reviewers out there that started like making more money and like you could actually monetize videos and stuff, that's when it very much took a downfall. When all you had was just YouTube and MySpace and nothing else. And then everything else was actually in like a variety of different websites. When you would actually use forums and stuff. I think all of that was really, that was great. It was a much more simpler time. And that's not necessarily like nostalgia bias or anything like that. It's very well documented how fucking different the internet and the culture behind it and everything is now. When memes were actually memes, as opposed to just like the letter H with an oversaturated rat on top of it and then people laugh. I do miss social media not being so prevalent, but that's mostly because of all the drama that comes with it. There has been some good. I'm able to feel more connected to family and friends now that I did back then. Yeah, but you could still do that back then than how 2020 is now, right? Like what are we thankful for? Skype? Essentially. Just fucking Skype. But everything else, I feel like in the long run has done a lot more harm harm than good. Anyway, what do I do now? Stalker investigation. Arkansas representative. I want this done as discreetly as possible. Contact the troop at once. Alright, Entertainment District, here we go. Still sub to an older YouTuber from back then. He's mostly a Twitch streamer now, but still makes the occasional video. He still brightens my day to this day. Really? Well, I'm happy for you. Is he like a big YouTuber? I mean, if he's a Twitch streamer now, then he probably did become pretty successful on YouTube. And then just went on to streaming daily because he makes so much more money doing that. Most content creators do that, where like they reach a certain threshold of subscribers and they become so popular that they can just stream with like 5,000 people watching them every day, and people just throw money at them all the time. And that's it, that's their life, and they make so much fucking money. And then there's idiots like me that start streaming without actually having the fan base for it. And you don't make any money. Small one. It did used to be a more well-known back then. I see. He did game reviews before fair use was a thing, so he got a lot of his videos taken down. Because fair use is a thing that protects YouTubers from getting their shit taken down. So before that, it must have been really suspended accounts and all that. Yeah, I see. Anyway. Hey there, my favorite little guy. I'm down with that. I'm down with her calling me her favorite little guy. Always nice to see you here. Long time no see, everyone. I'm so sorry. I think we were too absorbed in our own conversation. My apologies as well. Our enthusiasm becomes unchecked during practice. It's been a long time. Everyone, I hear everybody loves your new production. Obviously, it's only natural for us. I actually noticed that you came to watch us on our opening day, Lloyd. With a girl, a hot girl, and not with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, I only came because I was accompanying Cecile. Oh, so you didn't give a shit about our performance, huh? Yeah, great. What an idiot. The play was phenomenal. Even though I didn't actually want to be here, I was just here, you know, for my hot dead brother's fiance. But hey, you know, I already knew Elia was something else, and I've become a huge fan of Risha too. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me. Ah. Aren't you just a romantic? Maybe I should let Cecile know her little brother is putting the moves on my co-star. Oh, come on. Ilya's hitting on me too. You clearly know you're fudging the truth. Jeez, Ilya. Ilya calls us her favorite little guy. Rishia's blushing. Ellie's blushing. And Cecile loves spending time with us. Tio, how fortunate for you, Lloyd. What, jealous? The rest of us have not had the privilege of watching the show. Oh, you were talking about the show. As our tickets are for next week. Not only that, oh my god, Randy's face. You got to watch Arkansas with Cecile by yourself? Watching a mesmerizing play in a dimly lit theater with two hot girls dancing on stage, enjoying the vibes. With another hot girl at your side. You're killing me, Smalls. You take the s'more, you take the fucking cookie, and you put the fucking cookie here, and then the s'more, and then the chocolate, and then you burn it in your heart. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, you two, calm down. Stop talking about s'mores. Sure, he may be a lecher for immediately turning to Rishia within seconds of being with Cecile. Oh, come on! A lecher? Fuck off. How am I a lecher? What did I do to deserve the disrespect? There's no respect around it. Yeah, what the fuck? This is what people get for being nice guys. This is why nice guys finish last. This is why you gotta be a fucking dick. I may have beaten you to the punch on watching the play alone. However, stare. What? If you wanted to watch it with me, you should have just asked. Screw you, you womanizing brat. Fuck off. I get more women than you, and you're mad at me. I didn't do shit. Please, I'm begging you, stop. Yamete kuda, stop. My favorite little guy has it hard down on his pants. I'm sure if I were to announce my candidacy, we'd have plenty of fascinating reactions. Hold on. I need to refresh my alerts because they're not working. Alright, I saw there, Tyler Thunder with $1 donation. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it. Usually they're supposed to be... Did you leave a message? Whenever you do a super chat, you can actually type up a special message or something like that if you want. I mean, you can just leave it like that if you want, but, you know, it's fun to have your message be highlighted. Like, Sega Genesis sucks, because it does what Nintendo don't. Or something like that. Hey, thank you for the $1, man. Appreciate it. I can buy Angry Birds on iOS for 99 cents. Yamete kudasai, big chungus. Whatever. I'm sure if I were to announce my candidacy, we have plenty of fascinating reactions. My life isn't your play toy. Great. The fucking big, quick, awesome, dark assassin gets flustered over shit like this. No, I think you've all had enough harem anime fun already. Don't tease him too much, Ilya. I doubt he can handle it for much longer. Yeah, I'll relax. Anyway, what brings you guys here today? We have a bit of time to relax, so would you like to have some tea right here, standing with no table? Thanks, but no thanks. We're here on business. Also, I hate tea. You sent us a support request, right? Oh, yeah. Sorry about this. Kusa. It started with the three of us discussing about dark matter. It somehow just ended up turning into another practice session, though. What you guys talking about? Get your head out of the cloud. Get your head out of your own booba, Julia. We're discussing the stalker you told us about last night. Oh, that little thing? Did you really have to bug them about this? It's not like there was any harm done, so we may as well ignore the whole thing. I got a gun. I can shoot him. No problem. I hope you enjoy the $1. No, it's not much. Nah, don't worry about it, dude. It's fine. That's okay. It's not much, but it's something. Trust me. If I had a ton of money, I would give you a lot more. Ah, well, thank you. Look, it's the thought that counts, man. You're not... Nobody is forced to donate anything. As long as you have fun in the stream, that's more important. But yeah, if you got some chump change, if you buy a stick of gum and you got like a couple of quarters there lying around, you can hook your boy up once in a while, but it's not a requirement. Thank you anyway. You gotta hand it to her. Total nerves of steel to be unfazed by a stalker. There's not a hint of worry on her. Though as another woman, I find it hard to believe she isn't feeling uneasy. I'm sorry, we may be calling them a stalker, but it could just be an overzealous fan. Right, we only heard about it ourselves last night when Nelia told us. Just seemed... The two seem distraught over this. Pardon me. Pardon? You know how Pekora and Hershey say, pardon? Could both of you calm the fuck down, please? I'd appreciate it if you gave us an overview of the incident. Allow me to explain. Will that be okay, Elia? She doesn't give a shit. She's not gonna explain anything. I suppose since he's here. Alright, Rishia, go ahead and tell him. Go tell your love about him. Oh. Dun 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 dun. Investigation time. It's like Phoenix Wright music. The incident in question took place about a week or two ago. A supposedly suspicious individual, the stalker, kept appearing around her home. The stalker originally loitered outside of the apartment, but has now been spotted entering the residence. He's been observing the surroundings. Pardon, of course. The thing is, neither Rishian nor I have seen them for ourselves. All I can say is it kind of feels like a strange presence when I'm alone. Almost like somebody's watching me. Given a culprit is yet to be revealed, they likely are sharp. Isn't Ilya's home address private information, though? Yeah, of course. We never reveal our employees' addresses to the public for safety reasons. Oh, well. Somebody got doxxed. Even so, our stalker has managed to figure out where Ilya lives. Any witnesses? A description of the perp would be really helpful right about now. According to a bystander, they were described as a short boy. Maybe around 14 or 15 years old. Oh, Yona? I don't know why. I don't know why I just went to him all of a sudden. Their face was well hidden thanks to a hat, so we don't have any further information. Oh, no hat. Yona doesn't have a hat. Just some kid who's an obsessed fan, eh? Fan or not, he's gone too far. We can't deny the fact that the stalking could escalate into something more. Maybe Yona gave him the info, I don't know. I feared as much too. We trust your ability, so we're hoping you can put a stop to this before it goes any further. Oh yeah, I just remember something. Did you enter my apartment yesterday, Rishia? Kinda had a sneaking suspicion that some of my stuff had been rearranged. You're the only one with a spare key, right? What? That's a really big detail, and you just said that. Just in passing. Oh no, that can only mean one thing, that somebody broke into your fucking place. Don't tell me he's already broken into your house. If it's true, then the situation is much more dire than we initially thought it would be. No time to lose then, please do something about this immediately. Man, the troop leader sure loves to exaggerate. Somebody broke into your house and you don't think that's a big fucking deal? They sure love to exaggerate, not like I have anything scandalous hiding in there aside from all of my panties and my bras and my fucking, big ginormous vibrating dildos. And all of my lube. And all of my cooking recipes. And the Krabby Patty secret formula. You know, nothing, no big deal. Those plankton, he came in there. I'm excited for Sermon Kagura 3rd anniversary. Yeah, that's coming up soon. I really wish to avoid reaching the same level of publicity we had with the Yin debacle. It turned out even worse if our culprit is nothing more than a demented fan. If it's possible, I'd like for you to have him seize the stalking covertly, as if it's not possible, then arrest him. Hit him. Triple S, I demand that you take this fan, lift his shirt up, and slap him in his belly until it's red, until he begs for us to stop. Until he begs for forgiveness. Could you help us, please? I understand the situation, so we'll accept your request. This could grow into something more dangerous if we let it continue to brew. Thank you kindly. We'll be counting on you to resolve this. At least we know where our stalker likes to hang out, yeah? First we stake out this area. The scumbag's gotta walk right into our hands, right? If that's the plan, then do you want to borrow the key to my place? Let's see. Oh, I gotta respond to this real quick, sorry. It's something from work. Don't worry. I'm just here. There's something important that I gotta take care of. Responding to some text that cannot wait. What's on YouTube right now? Let's do this. Let's go to my YouTube feed and let's see what we got right now. Well, right now, Garguda is streaming Minecraft. Hachama is about to do Papers, Please at 2 in the morning. Marin, Watame playing Void Terrarium. Sakuna, dude, there's like 7 VTubers on my feed that are playing Sakuna Rise and Ruin. There's Botan. What is this? There's no specific game here. Oh, she's just talking. Maximilian, dude, wow, somebody that actually speaks English. Kiara. Oh, a music video is gonna come out, cool. 700k subscriber party from Mori Calliope. Calliope. Crash Bandicoot Mori. Amelia, oh, what? She just finished a, no, 2 hours ago she finished a stream for Ellie Noir. For Fubuki, 8 seconds. Alright, she did a thing. I'm sure all of the comments will be about how my depression disappeared or something. Speaking of Mulink, right before today, I took the opportunity to pull 4 10 pulls in the event gacha and got lucky with the duplicates. Meme and Ranmaru. Both SSR. Hey, congratulations. You got the 2 new characters. Awesome. Good to know that New Link is just essentially getting... the new wave is getting passed over to New Link. It'd probably be a bit more convenient to use my place as a base of operations, yeah? Are you sure that's okay? You're totally okay with us going through your stuff and smelling your panties? Fine by me, my friend. I'll just keep Rishia's spare key on me. By the way, I live in an apartment complex by the name of Villa Raisins, Villa Razon, over on West Street. You live in those fancy apartments then. Which room are you staying in? Only one on the tippity top floor. Don't go losing this, Lloyd. I'll be sure to keep it safe. I'm sorry, everyone. I would love to be able to help you out with this case. He probably recognizes me since I'm always with Ilya. I'll probably chase him off. Don't worry about it, Risha. Leave the investigation to the detectives. How deep have you gotten onto the Hololive VTuber hole? Not deep enough. We can still go deeper. Nah, yeah, like literally my entire YouTube feed is in Japanese. I follow practically everybody. There's like maybe 2 or 3 Hololive VTubers that I don't follow. Mostly because I just don't have the time to watch them all, dude. I don't follow Akiroze. I don't follow Azuki. I don't follow Roboko. I don't follow Choco Sensei. There's a bunch of VTubers that I like seeing during collabs as opposed to seeing them on their own. Especially Choco Sensei, because all she does is just play Apex, 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 Apex. And then like some weird cooking thing, and then Apex, 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 Apex Legends. And Roboco, I think, is also like just Apex Legends every fucking day. Some VTubers are just not my style, or like they're better when they collab with others. I don't like, again, just way too many fucking streams, dude. All of them are like fucking 1 hour to sometimes even like 5 hours long, and you know, I just end up playing them on my TV, and the background is just like background noise. But I seriously don't have the time to watch everybody. I'm probably gonna be like you and just watch like clips and translations and stuff. Just fall back with Ilya, and the rest of the troop while we do our job. Well, you at least contact us and manage to catch a culprit, grab Ilya, and come running. Not a problem. Become more vigilant with matters concerning Ilya. Alright, let's head there immediately. Time for our enamored fan to get himself a reality check. Yeah. If this fan translation was done like a year later, the word simp would be all over this fucking quest. The top floor of Villa Rozon. Vija Raisins. We should be able to find Ilya's room somewhere up there. Shall we go ahead and check on her room? Definitely, let's head on top. You, mate, have you seen anything? Sammy Sonic fan. People will be out enjoying the festivities, but my custodial duties will carry on. I'm taking a vacation day for the last day of the festival. Now I'll be able to watch Arkansas perform their new play. Cool, well, you're the reverse of us. We got the day off on the first day. You're getting the day off on the last day. Door's locked. Is not gonna open the door. Sup, Lloyd? Sorry, something caught my eye. Check it out, scratches from a lockpick. Oh, they're small, but they're there. Whoever opened them must be relatively skilled or really good at playing Skyrim. Shall we take this as a confirmation that someone broke into the apartment? I'd say so. That means we have to catch him even faster. Yeah, or else we run the risk of our stalker making his next move. Let's give this investigation everything we've got for Ilya's sake. You said it, pal. Let's see. Ilya's place. Don't know what I was expecting from the penthouse of a fancy apartment building. True. I guess living alone in this spacious apartment falls in line with Ilya's personality. But isn't this place a little, dirty? It's me. Oh, it's probably the dude ransacking the place, right? Or no? Scattered clothes and empty wine glasses. I can only assume that this was Ilya's doing, not the stalker. I wonder how long it took to make the translation for this game. So this is a fan-made translation from a really dedicated group of people. And they have a website called the Geofront, and they had like a little bar that would show like the progress. We're like 25% done, 50% done. And it took years. Yeah, there we go. Hasio just said it. It took a long ass time. Like imagine like a normal ass gaming studio actually like translating a game. That takes years too. Especially with a Japanese RPG where like 70% of it is nothing but just people talking. Even for lines of dialogue that you might totally skip out on and never see ever, you gotta translate all that shit too, right? Yeah, like just last year, it just barely came out. After like so long. And they recently announced that they would translate Trails in the Sky vs. Ys and Trails of Azure. So like, God knows when that's gonna be done, right? What'd you say? I always thought Ilya was an interesting character. Something like this isn't too surprising, honestly. It's good that fans exist. Sometimes companies don't want to do it, sadly. Yeah, exactly. That's why, even though there's a lot of like meme trash stuff on this translation, well, not a lot, but there's a lot of it sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm still really happy that this exists, and for free as well. You know, as long as you buy the Japanese copy of the game, you can download the patch and the whole thing just does itself, you know? And it's great. It feels like perfectly in line with all of the other games. It doesn't feel out of place or anything. There was a lot of love put into this. So I'm like, even when the official translation comes out, you know, via like NAS America or Exceed or whatever, I'm probably still gonna prefer this over the other ones because, like, you know, this one was done with the love of the fans behind it. And they're probably not gonna have the chess talk in that one. Hell of a site to walk into, huh? Anyway, let's try searching for any traces the culprit might have left behind. Our end goal is to catch him and keep him from messing with Ilya ever again. We should proceed with caution for the initial investigation. Right. We only have vague testimonies to fall back on in a case like this. If we don't catch the stalker in the midst of the act, he can simply feign ignorance. True. That ended up being a big pain in the ass. I always wanted to pick the Legend of Heroes again for PSP, but I think they are rare now. So if you go to, if you have a PlayStation Vita or a PS3, you can go to the store. You can go to the PS3 store and buy it there, or if you have a Vita or a PlayStation TV, you can buy it. You can buy Trails in the Sky 1 and 2 for PSP, and you can play it like that. I would recommend that you get them on Steam. I think on Steam, they're way better, and they can run on pretty much any computer. At least Trails in the Sky does. And also those are run at like 60, they have a higher resolution, they have more options and stuff. Or, something that you can do is that you can emulate Trails in the Sky 1 with like a PSP emulator and it runs really, really well. But I would recommend buying it on Steam, and if you don't have a good computer or something, but you do have, say, like a PS3 or a PSP or a Vita, get it on those stores. You can buy them digitally. It's absolutely worth it. My very first experience with Trails in the Sky 1 was on PSP when it came out digitally. And so, yeah, and ever since then I got them on Steam and I never went back because those games are so much better. I don't have a good gaming PC. Yeah. But although, the Sky games do run pretty well on pretty much anything, I would say that maybe you try it if you can afford it, but yeah. If you're not confident in your PC, then just get it for the PSP. Digitally. Not like a physical copy, because I don't think the games ever came out here physical. A lot of these games are digital only, at least the English versions. Obviously the Japanese versions of them came out physical, but I don't think you're gonna want to play the Japanese version. After Cold Steel 4 came out, there are terms and nicknames that may have to change now. Yeah. They do. Alright, Hasio, you know how to handle recommending games like these, so I'll leave it up to you. But yeah, there are many different ways that you can play these games. And even like if you have a phone that can emulate games just fine, maybe you can download a PSP emulator and put Trails in the Sky in there and play it. I don't know. What you saying? Ooh, what you say? I'm thinking of getting a gaming PC later, but not sure yet. Probably won't get a PS5 until the end of 2021 or 2022. That's like the perfect time to get a PS5 anyway. Sure. Do whatever you're comfortable with, but if something is true that you have to do is to play The Legend of Heroes, because it's really good. So if you have PlayStation Now, which is like the PlayStation streaming service, what you can do is that you can play Trails of Cold Steel 1 and Trails of Cold Steel 2 streamed out through PlayStation Now if you have good Wi-Fi. And those games are pretty damn good on their own too. I could download an emulator. Yeah, I mean, if you have no choice, you can emulate it. It's really easy to find copies of it out there. I'm not gonna tell you how. And I'm not gonna tell you to do it. All I'm telling you is that it's possible. I recommend just trying out Sky 1 and seeing how well it works. I don't think it's too expensive. Yeah, it's like 20 bucks, and now with Black Friday and stuff, I'm sure you'll find it for mega cheap. So just try it and see what happens. That ended up being a big pain in the ass. In order to catch him, I'd like to begin with examining the criminal profile, behavior, and uncovering the infiltrator's route. Good start. We should question the apartment residents while we're at it. Scope out the layout of the building. Ready to sniff some clues? Yeah, I can't wait to see a blue dog with blue paw prints all over this fucking building. All right, 2 wine glasses. One is empty, one is full. Wine glasses and bottles are scattered across the apartment. All that's left in the bottles are a few drops of wine. Did she stay up all night drinking? Yeah, I've heard that Ilya Plattery is a pretty heavy drinker. Color me impressed. Didn't think she'd be able to down this much in a night. You think? All right, no more details. And then the clothing. I have a GBA emulator on phone that was very easy to use and get. Yeah. Yeah, some of them are free. Some of them are paid. But you really do get what you pay for. If you pay for those emulators that are like $5, you get like so many cool features and stuff that I do like. I think for a lot of emulators, paying for them is worth it because they're really cheap. They're like $2 or they're like $5 max. And all of them like work so much better, and then there's like no ads and bullshit like that. Yeah. And if you get it on Android, on like the Google Play Store, it's so much better because then when you have stuff like the Retroid Pocket 2, where you can download emulators for this shit, then you have the best version of it as opposed to like the free shit. And you can put it on your phone or anything that runs Android. So like, if you buy it there, you can just put it everywhere else, right? So it's a good purchase if you have a lot of stuff that runs on Android. Eastern outfits and dresses are messily strewn out in the bed. These are all brand clothes, and yet complete and utter disarray. Come on, one fucking like jacket thrown around in the bed, that's disarray? Feel like she left them there after she took them out of the closet this morning. Not hard to imagine the chaos of her getting ready to go to work. Alright, so that's her room. But we still need to investigate other places. We gotta investigate outside the room. We need to talk to the people in here. We gotta get a lay of the land of like the structure of the building, how big it is. I have John GBA. I have MGBA. I have the free version of MGBA because everything that's like limited is literally just like, oh, you can't go at 16 times the speed, or like you can't like save state a million times, you know? A bunch of shit that I don't really need. That's why I haven't really paid for it. There's so many emulators, not sure what the best one is. Very easy, man. Go to Google, google.com, and then type best GBA emulators, enter, and it'll show you which ones are free, which ones cost stuff, or like best emulators for my Android phone, enter. And there we go. You're gonna get a bunch of them. I recommend that you be specific about the console that you want. Because if you just go general, it'll be like, oh, here's one for the Amiga, here's one for PlayStation 1, here's one for PSP, right? And like, if you just want like Nintendo 64 or you just want NES, then specify NES, and there'll be so many people out there that'll help you. There's like literal subreddits dedicated to like emulating games to the best way possible, MAME, stuff like that. So just Google it, man. Just Google it and you'll find a lot. That's how I find so many emulators, right? If you just go on Google Play and you search for it, you're never gonna know which one is the best one. So just Google it, read up on it, see what other people are saying, and whichever one floats your boat. If you're looking for one that's free, search for that one. Searching for one that's paid, search for that one. You know, it's all up to you. It's all about how driven you are to find the thing that you want. Or you can be a smart boy like me. Well, actually, if you have a Mac, then this is a big pro tip for Mac users. If you have an iMac, download OpenEMU. OpenEMU. It is like a software that like just keeps all of your ROMs and everything all in one software. You don't have to have like 20 different emulators. Everything is all in just one place, and it runs beautifully. Everything you can throw at it. I've even played GameCube games on that shit, like little GameCube discs that I've like dumped into ISOs and stuff, and it works really well on this iMac that I'm staring at right now. And then I have this controller. I have the 8-bit do wireless little USB controller with USB-C and stuff, and let me tell ya, works like a charm. Every single fucking game that I've thrown at it, even like Brutal Doom and stuff, works beautifully with this. With my Retroid Pocket, with Bluetooth, I was able to sync this controller with this thing, and then plug that shit into the TV, and I can play all of the MAME arcade games I want. And it's glorious. Yeah. I love it. It's good to have when you're bored too, so you have so many games to choose from. Exactly. You never run out of games to play. But then again, you have so many games to play that you end up like not making up your mind and you end up like not playing anything at all. At least that's what happens with me. With my like PS4 library. Try to get some answers. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk? Sorry, I burped in your face, maid. You're investigating the stalker, eh? As a maid of this apartment, it's my duty to be on the lookout. Did you happen to catch a stalker in action? I've been on the lookout daily, but I haven't caught him in the act yet. I do think I caught a glimpse of them outside the other day, though. I saw a young man covering his face with a hat. It disappeared too quickly before I was able to catch any details. Are you able to recall any other defining features? Let me think about it for a second. I can't say anything about him that seemed out of the ordinary. His appearance was so unremarkable that I can't recall anything about him. A total average Joe. He is so unmemorable that I can't remember. Yeah, I just can't remember him. Doesn't appear to be in disagreement with Rich's testimony, though. Alright. Let's see, let's talk to other people around here. A stalker, I've heard some rumors about him. I'm usually cooped up in my home. I haven't had the chance to see them. I have heard the occasional weird noise, though. Sometimes hear somebody rummaging through the upstairs neighbor's belongings. Last I knew, the third floor residence is away at work during the day. Do you recall when you started hearing them? As soon as the anniversary festival started. So in the last 2 or 3 days, I'd say. What could he have been doing inside of Ellie's room? Not sure. Doesn't appear to be any evidence of property damage or tampering with the belongings. That means he must be looking for something specific. There's a stalker, that's frightening. I'd say I've seen him though. Surprised I missed him while shopping. Usually shop during the middle of the day. That's right, I have a pretty consistent routine that I always leave at the same time. The stalker is striking when most people are out of the house. He's avoiding the busiest hours inside the building. Got a crafty one in our hands, yeah. Very deliberate. Very cold and calculated. Let's see, how about down here? Right at the entrance. You, people running in place, give me answers. For radio's sake, I like to eat my food outside at noon. I can't do much about it. I already prepared it earlier this morning. Constantly bickering won't fix it. I'm just walking in the middle of a storm. Excuse me, have a moment. What the fuck do you want? It's good. Laid after clues about the stalker. Jesus, stalker? That sounds like a problem to me. Have you tried consulting the police? We are the police! Weren't you ever to contact the Bracer Guild or police force? Acts far too slowly. I take it you don't have any info. Yeah, that's the gist of it. Spend most of my time relaxing on the sofa out in the entrance, but I can't say I've ever spotted any suspicious people. Are you sure you aren't just imagining it? What did he just say? She didn't see him coming in from the main entrance. Does that mean what I think it means? That he climbed up a wall? We're not done checking right now. Okay, where else can we check? Maybe we gotta go back in here. Let's tip and tap on everything. The window? To the window, to the wall, to the wall. Boom boom ba boom ba ya. The plant? Right here? No? Mouse sprout? In here? Stalker, that's frightening. Strange noises. Maybe I missed somebody on the first floor. Oh! Yeah, there we go. Maybe the motherfucker came through here, and not through the main entrance. There we go, the bush. What the hell? The chest has been opened. Fresh scuff marks are on the handrail. What's going on, Lloyd? Come check this out. There's scratch marks on the surface. Not random. Facing inward. The back door is an ideal entry point to sneak into the building. You've been here before you opened that chest. Yeah, I know, I'm joking. I know I opened that. The focus is on the bush, not on the chest at all. Good thinking, Teotot. You could sneak past the main entrance using this alleyway. If they were able to avoid the main entrance, that would explain the lack of witnesses. We should halt our investigation. Let's head back to Ellie's apartment to sort through the details. Aye aye. Let's start stitching our master plan together. Alright. Unless he, knows we've seen it, then this motherfucker's gonna strike again via the same means. Catch him red-handed. Alright. Profile and inch route. The culprit, who was seen wearing a hat, seems to be quite cautious. He's been sighted inside the building with greater frequency as of late. According to what Ilya told us, nothing was stolen. What's the point of breaking in if you're not taking anything? We figured this guy out. His insurer must have been the building's back entrance, yeah? Looks that way. I can try to catch him by surprise with the info we found. Mind hearing me out? Our culprit may be a teenager, but that doesn't mean that we should slack off. He might catch us off guard. Weren't sure you remembered? Yeah, no, I was just making a joke. I want to be 100% sure we can catch him before we act. I was making a little lull. A little guffaw, a little goof and a gaff and a holler. And a hip and a zippity doo dah. So how are we going to catch this motherfucker? Oh, I gotta put the maid on there? All the hallways should be squeaky clean now. Oh, darn it. Tomorrow's parade changed the trash pickup schedule, didn't it? I better warn Kendall while I still have the chance. No, eyes are off of the door. The coast will be clear soon. Oh, there he is. He looks like a delivery guy. He looks like an Amazon man. Didn't even bother to cover his face or anything. Just wear a hat. The boy produced a thin wire from his pocket. Gracefully slid it into the keyhole. Piece of cake. What's up? I'm sure today will be the day. Ugh, gross. This place never gets any cleaner. Friggin' Randy's face is gonna come out of the fucking bottle of wine like, boom! Gotcha. Does she always drink this much? Her poor lover. Walking into a place this dirty is really killing my desire to want to steal some stuff. You just said that out loud. I want to steal things. What looks expensive? Not this. She'd probably freak out if this went missing. I preferred if she had a safe I could rummage through, or... Freeze, you fucker! Cool, what? I was wondering what kind of kid our stalker would be, but he really is young, isn't he? Well, we've observed the crime for ourselves. Time to cooperate with us and come quietly. Are there Audible voice recorders? So you can just record this man just incriminating himself out loud? You're waiting for me. Crap, crap, crap. I screwed up big time. Sorry, bud. You ain't going nowhere, bish. You've hit a dead end. Might as well give up and surrender while you can. Shut up. You'll never catch me. I hate you guys. What a great comeback. How did he run so fast? I already got that yin speed. You just stood there and let him walk. But Lloyd isn't here. The boy left the door wide open. Idiot, just try to catch me. Yeah, come out through the side. Did you find him? No luck. No one saw him in the street. How strange. You think you can catch me that easily? The city's filled with a bunch of useless idiots. Just you wait. I'll have my revenge. Revenge? Huh? Your revenge is going to have to be put on hold. Perfect. You looked exactly as we predicted. Too bad for you. We managed to outsmart you, making you today's biggest loser. Damn it. Why don't you give up already? Whoa, watch where you're touching, you dumbass. You're in no position to make demands like that. Let go of me. No can do. You broke the law. Can't you just behave yourself? Damn it. Ouch. Watch where you're swinging those things. What things? How much energy does this kid have? You're the guys from before. It was all set up. Keeping up the charade was tiresome. Your swift movements managed to catch us off guard, but our plan still worked out in the end. Yeah, but... your description ain't adding up. Witnesses were telling us the culprit was a dude in a plain getup. Really, you look like you're from the slums. Besides, he doesn't match the appearance of a teenager from Crossbell. Where did he actually come from? His crimes match the description of a burglar more than an obsessed fan. I hope you have a good reason for your actions. If he had a good reason, would you let him go? And for crying out loud, could you behave for just a second? Stop, let go of me, you jackass. You dude, you fucking pigs. The Triple S quickly contacted Ilya and informed her of the stalker's arrest. The boy kept struggling, but as if resigning to his fate, soon quieted down. Wow, so this is our stalker. Shorter than I thought you'd be. You're from around your area. Right, Lily, he's from a slum near the border. That's all we got out of him, though. We don't know his motive, much less his name. I see. So, without it, out with it. Why all the stalking? Something you want from me? That's not it. I was just wanting to harass you a little, that's all. Yeah, sure, say it like it's playful. I just wanted, is it wrong to do just a little bit of harassment? Just a little bit. Harass her? Why? As if you people could ever understand. You live in such fancy places and never have to worry about your next meal. People like you could never understand how it feels to live in a dump for most of your life. How the fuck is that our fault? She works. She has a job. Oh. So why does she have to pay for it? After I came to Crossbell, I saw it time after time after time. Everybody living here is rich. They foolishly party all night, throwing away merit like it's worthless. But why would you assume that about everybody? Suit yourself, jerks. They're all scum. Great, you're sounding like Machias in Cold Steel 1. They all agreed that going to watch Ark and Steel was their favorite pastime, so snuck in one time. You did? So you saw Ark and Steel? No. Ilya's performance. Yeah, I hate people to get to casually live their lives without any worries. I hate when people live in happiness and comfort. I hate you the most. You prance around on that beautiful stage, representing an amazing world. You just stand there, dazzling, knowing it's unreachable for a person like me. She doesn't do that to, like, fuck you over. How fucking selfish and self-absorbed are you to be like, oh, she's dancing there to shit on me because she knows that I'm shit and she wants to do it because she wants to be better than me. Wow. What, you think she didn't work hard for that, or what? I know that there's no chance I'd ever get there. I know I never would. Well, not with that attitude. I could work my entire life and never even have enough for a single ticket. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I can get there someday. You can't. I totally can, you fucking moron. It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to get yourself out of that rut. So that's why you did it. You came to Crossbell and ended up watching Ilya perform. I can only imagine the culture shock it must have been for you. Yeah, culture shock. Yeah, because that's what it is, cultural differences. I think I understand where you're coming from. You're not wrong. There's certain parts of Crossbell that are as you described. Yeah, I mean, there are some people that are like that, but that's not everybody. It can be dark. A dark, overpowering city at times. An oppressive metropolis that feeds off the misery it brings to its citizens. That may be, but you still have to take responsibility for your actions. Exactly. Yeah, you're in a shit situation. Let's blame other people. You sure about this? Amelia Plattery. What's your name? Sully! What? So it's not a boy, it's a girl. Sully, I like it. Well, Sully, I'm gonna make you work as my assistant for a while. It's not like you can pay me off with merit, can you? I'll see to it that you'll work your share. Oh my god, I had a feeling in the back of my mind that it might have been Sully, but it kept saying boy, and he had such a shitty attitude. It's like, is this really Sully? It can't be. What are you talking about? Sorry, Lloyd, I know you want the extra selge with everything, but how about you let me take care of my stalker for the time being? Fast acquittal, eh? Good grief, there isn't much we can do about the matter if Ilya insists. Let's see now. Ilya gave the boy a few pats on the shoulder. What do you think you're doing? Yeah, patting her down. I knew it. It'd be better if you grew some muscles in a few places, but... Grab her boobs. I gotta be honest with you, Sully, you've got a lot of potential. With the right training, you could become an amazing dancer. Huh? Why me? Now that you mention it, that agility was nothing short of impressive. True that. Your footwork was pretty damn good, too. You might be onto something there, Ilya. Oh, I've got it. I hereby declare that you'll be staying here with myself. No ifs and or buts about it. But that's... How very much like Ilya. You know, I basically went through the same thing. I was forced into staying with her for a while. That's how it happened? Good thing we called Ilya. She defused the situation way better than we ever could have. Agreed. Straighten up. No complaints. But I haven't even said yes yet. Which means you're gonna say yes eventually, so whatever. Why not now? Fuck, that's Sully? Are they gonna like reveal that she's a girl? You guys leaving already? You can always stay and have some tea. I appreciate the offer, but we still have some work to take care of. Right, here's your key. You'll probably need this. She's 13 here, so still hasn't grown. Yeah, but age in anime years. In anime years, that can be a lot. That can, I don't know. Depending on what anime you're watching, that can just be represented in so many different ways. Who needs a key when I have Sully with me? Thanks for the help, little guy. Be careful on your way back, okay? So the Sully that we see in Cold Steel 4, what's that, like fucking 2 or 3 years later? So she's what, like 15 or 16 there? Yeah, and even then, even on that game, she's like really small. Yeah, my thanks as well. You're always so reliable. No probs, man. We'll leave Sully in your care, you two. We may have solved the case, but you'll be wise to pay more attention when locking your door. She actually looks quite a bit younger than in CS4. Yeah, I mean, when you have a little, like claymation models that look like that, and then, like, transferred over to, like, a more defined appearance, is a little difficult to tell, because it just looks really different. And the art style changes so vastly. What Tio said, if you need anything else, you can count on the triple S. See you later, Sully. Don't do anything like this again, okay? It's your obligation as a man to make sure to pay back your debt. A man? Oh, I hate you the most. What? What the fuck did I do? Misgendering me? I'm a girl, you moron. How much longer do you intend to insult me? You're infuriating. You're a what? Don't say. Well, I guess you do kind of have a girly face. You didn't notice until now either, Randy? How'd you make that mistake, you two? Isn't it obvious? No! Even the fucking text box in the game says boy. Don't blame me for the game lying to me. So, when I caught you and I groped your chest with all of my strength... Don't think about it, man. That's why I was telling you to let go of me, you absolute moron. But I swear, everything about you felt like a guy. You were strong. You remember how it felt? You remembered how it felt. A statement that is both incriminating and controversial. Hey, I'm just doing my job here, okay? She looks quite a bit younger than... No, she actually looks quite a bit younger. I know, dude. I know. Fucking... I know what you mean, dude. I'm just saying. That is difficult to fucking tell! Because just like the character models are different. I don't know the official art, dude. Like, just... We're talking past each other in a really fucking dumb way. Just let it go. I'll look at the fucking picture. It's difficult to tell when she fucking looks like that and she's disguised as a boy. And then you look at CS4 and she's like this fucking hot dancer with short shorts, okay? And besides, this is my first time seeing her here now. How the fuck was I gonna know this was gonna be Sully? Let's see, I'm gonna look at this stupid picture. And again, it's not the same seeing the official art and then seeing, you know, how she looks like later. Unfortunately, fucking Firefox opened up and that's gonna take fucking forever to load. Let's see. Just show me the picture. You're right, I'm wrong, I'm stupid. There we go. That's the whole point of this. She looks like a fucking boy in this. She doesn't look that different. If I, like, replace the cap and the shorts with, like, her dancer gear, she looks the same. Whatever. We're just fucking counting straws. We're just splitting hairs at this point. Who cares? Thank you for the link, though. It's cool seeing her in the original. Seeing her in, like, pre-Cold Steel 4 kind of art. What the fuck? My game crashed. Great. Thanks, Firefox. It just quit out for some reason. Oh, well. Am I gonna have to do that whole fucking quest again? Because I didn't save during that whole thing. Great, now I'm mad. Let's see. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? That was the last time I say... Oof. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for, this session of The Legend of Heroes Trails of fucking not knowing how fucking characters look like. Well, I think that'll do it for today. 2.5 hours anyway. I wasn't trying to do that. She does look like a boy. That's what I thought at first. Autosaves? Where? Jump to first clear save. Autosave. Cross Anniversary Festival. 24, 24. Please let this beat. Good stream, I enjoyed it. Wait. How far back is this? Wait, hold on. Let's turn in the shit that we did. Alright, let's skip through all of this. Alright. This is where we were. You didn't notice until now? How'd you make that mistake, you fucking idiot? So yeah, Lloyd accidentally just sort of groped Sully. Don't let go, you moron. Well, the game shouldn't have said that you were a boy. The game is the one who misgendered you, not me. Felt like a guy. It's a compliment, you're strong. I love that you remembered how it felt. This is a great comeback. A statement that will be incriminating and controversial. Guys, I didn't mean it like that. What's the big deal? I grope people all the time. He was just seizing the opportunity. Oh my god. Oh, Lloyd. What do you mean, Lloyd? Oh, Ilya. She's the one fucking making it all wrong. All sexual. You're blowing this out of proportion. I don't have any ulterior motives. These are just allegations. Don't cancel me. Stalker investigation. There we go. Since it was in Japanese, I went through the entire game thinking she was a boy. And so when they saw the characters freaking out in the scene, you just, didn't know what the fuck was going on? All of the girls were like, making angry faces at him. Must have been some harem anime thing. Alright, so how many missions did we do? It's about time I called it anyway. So let's just turn in... I seriously just did 2 quests? Alright, the counterfeit stuff. And then go kill a monster. Alright, fine. I may have skimmed through. I mean, if you can't read it anyway, then, you know. Why go through it slowly? Rest. Da, 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 da. Where's the dog? Chief Sergey isn't here. And here's the kitchen. Alright, let's turn in these quests. Tsukaresama desu. Wah wah. Alright. Alright, 2 down, 2 left. Save now. Thank God for those autosaves. Okay, now I'm out of here. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming in, viewing, enjoying, showing your support. Thank you for the super chats that we got today. Thank you to Tyler Thunder for joining us. Thank you, Hasu, for being here. Thank you, Grim X Rose, for being here. Thank you, Brandon and Heavy, for being here. Even if it was for like a second. Joseph Alice, thank you for being here. Who else? Renzo, thank you for being here. Who else? Trey Ellis being annoying. Thank you very much for coming anyway. Brandon H, yes. Nepali Gamers, thank you very much for coming. And, yeah, thank you very much, everybody for being cool. This was fun. As always, all of these quests are always really good to see because of the dialogue and the characters and all that stuff. I might have, you know, interrupted the dialogue a little bit by just going on my usual rants whenever people talk in the chat, or I'm here with a bag of chips wanting to eat little by little. But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys coming in and having a good time. That inspires me to want to stream more often. But yeah, that's the Wednesday stream. I kind of want to stream tomorrow. I don't know if I am, though. She's about 15 in CS4. She grows about an inch in a chest and stops dressing like a boy. Yeah, for the better. Cool. Anyway, Sully is not like the most important character in all of Legend of Heroes, so I'm not gonna be like too obsessed about the details. But it's good that we got to see another character that we know of. It's nice. It's nice to see where all the characters come from, right? Because when I saw Sully and I just thought she was just another one of those people that was in the troop. I never figured that she would have like an origin story or anything. But oh well. Cool. Cool. I'll see you all next time. Maybe big, maybe tomorrow. I'll stream something else. Not zero. There are 1,000,001 games that I want to play, and even if it is just a one-off, I do want to play some other things. I've actually been getting into modded Minecraft recently. I downloaded this thing called CurseForge, or like Overwolf or whatever. It's like this software that lets you, like, you can scan all of the games that you have on your computer, and some of those have like a system in place where you can like find mods for them and just download them and just play them super easily. And so I did that for Minecraft. And so there's stuff like Tekkit and FTB, fucking whatchamacallit, Skylands? No, not Skylands. What was this thing? Fucking Sky Factory. Yeah, it was Sky Factory. It's almost like a branch of the Skycraft thing. The one thing where like you have a world that is like a tiny island with nothing on it, and you have to learn how to survive in Minecraft that way. What are the other ones? There's one that I've been getting into. So the thing is that with my computer really isn't that powerful. I don't really have a lot of RAM. And so for a lot of the FTP stuff, like the latest and greatest, you require like minimum 5 gigabytes of RAM for this to work fine, to work smoothly. And it has like 400 mods installed and all that shit. And it's like, okay, dude, I'm not even gonna use like 80% of those fucking mods. You know, I don't need them. I don't even know how they work. But I tried installing it anyway, and my Minecraft game, my client crashes literally every time. But fortunately, they have other mod packs where it's like Vanilla Plus, or like, you know, FTP Ultimate Reloaded. And they say, like, this is like medium-sized clients, this is like smaller stuff, this is like a callback to like the original mod pack that we had before. And so yeah, Vanilla Plus has been fun, Ultimate Reloaded has been fun. But the one that I really like is one called New Beginnings, which has like Minecraft 1.15 or whatever, like the most modern version of Minecraft, plus a bunch of mods that are like really fun and useful. Because the thing that I really want is to have the regular vanilla experience, but with more shit added on top, you know? I don't necessarily want to like completely change the game to be like, oh, now you're exploring space, you know? And you have like these factories that make robots that do other shit, you know, just... I don't really want to change how I do Minecraft, like, drastically. I just want to do the typical building, crafting, mining kind of stuff, but with more stuff, like more minerals to get, more weapons to choose from, different enemies, more animals, you know, more food, more ways to do things, you know? Just the regular Minecraft experience, but enhanced. And that's exactly what, like, New Beginnings is. That's exactly what, like, there's one called Funcraft that I think is cool. There's a Pokemon mod that is literally just regular Minecraft, but with a bunch of Pokemon. You can fight them and catch them and shit. And that's fun. So, maybe I'll do a stream where I do one or a couple of those. We never finished Doom 2. We gotta go back to Doom 2 as well. And regular Pokemon Omega Ruby. Gotta finish that, plus more things. So, yeah. I'll keep, alternating in between Trolls from Zero and literally fill in the blank with anything else. Because I want to play all of the games that I have at least one time on stream. At least one time. Just to have them there recorded for posterity. So like that, I can very comfortably just play through the rest of it on my own. Without really necessarily having to like do a full playthrough or anything unless the game is like really good or short. You know, Bayonetta, Vanquish and stuff. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming. Thank you for the super chats and stuff, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Oh, also, yeah, Hazo, you were apologizing. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay.